Anzia Racing would like to thank the following.
Welcome in, everybody. Yes, it is race day. I am Papa Juggernaut, and you are here watching the amazing race that is coming to be Anzia Racing's Crux Cup 2955 Stellar Endurance Championships GP number 1, and I am joined by a cavalcade of commentators. Up first, we have our friend and the person who likes chai. It is the one, the only Lens Nation. Hi, Lens.
We. You asked,
Great. Now,
I deliver.
oh, we're gonna have French all day. All right. We are very happy to be joined by a Sanguis Luna team member. Actually, it is Dirk. How are you, Dirk?
Hey, I'm doing good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're gonna get by. We've got 2 hours of amazing racing coming this direction for all of the fans here at Anzia Racing. We are also joined by the legend of racing throughout the community, IRL and in game. It is Dashmaster. How you doing, Dash?
Hey, I'm doing great. Nice to be here with everyone on race day. Actually got here on time this event, and I've been thinking about this all week, and I'm ready to go.
Fantastic. And ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to our presiding officer at Anzia Racing, the organizer of races, and the person who designed the Super Tofu Dragon Run racetrack. It is the one, the only Echo Bid. Hi, Echo.
Hello everyone, welcome in. I hope you are ready to see some incredible racing today. What an event. We finally have an individual championship ready to go with the multiple Grand Prix and racetracks to score points on, and it's only going to get better from here. Welcome in.
The points are going to fly. We have more races coming, ladies and gentlemen. If you have not checked out Anzia Racing's race schedule, all you need to do is go to anziaracing.com, go look at their list of events, and you can subscribe to anything you want because it's all live right here on Twitch, or you can watch the VODs wherever you find them because they're all over the place. So make sure to check that out. Today is going to be a race with 2 hours of racing in a Mirai Razor. Lens, talk to us a little bit about what today's race is going to do.
This race is, well, most of all, it's going to have a lot of commentators talking, trying to pick the mic, trying to grab it from one another. That's number one thing that's going to happen. The second thing that's going to happen is another race. That's all. But it's a very special race. This is the first ever Super Dragon Tofu Run. That's what's happening. It's the Grand Prix. It's up for grabs because the Crux Cup continues. And the title of Dragon of Lorville is up for grabs. So the Crux Cup Stellar Endurance Championship is a race where the individual pilots who aim to score the best name, the best hype across the world, they come together and then they race together. And they are all known as the Godly 15. Doesn't matter if they win, if they get to the podium place or not, but they're already one of the Godly 15 because 15 different racers will be racing it today because they have been handpicked by us. We picked them. Yes, it was all us. It was not their skill. They definitely did not participate in qualifying races. They definitely did not do 2 qualifying races just last weekend. We just picked them randomly. No, it was very, very challenging. It was very hard to get here. So today they're all here. And today is the day of the first Grand Prix main race of the Crux Cup Stellar Endurance Championships. The races you will see here today are top of their game. That's what's going down, Papa Juggernaut.
Looking forward to seeing it. You're going to French everything today, aren't you? This is going to be so just disturbing. Yes, as you talked about, the Dragon of Lorville is the title that is up for grabs today, and we've got the Godly 15 that are going to be racing. But that's not all that's up for grabs. Dash, there are some rewards, there are some prizes, there are some things that people can capture. What might they be? Oh, you're muted, sir. You're still muted.
Sorry, I had to fix my mic. I had to fix my chair, my setup, but we're back rolling. The player who wins today.
Yeah.
So the player who wins first place today in Grand Prix number 1 will earn the title of the Dragon of Lorville and the following awards with it. The Dragon of Lorville Discord Roll and Badge of Honor, which looks very spiffing, if I might say myself. Special mention in the Hall of Stars Historical Race Records. A free physical transparent Dragon of Lorville sticker. Can't wait to see that.
Physical merch.
And access to the 4K resolution artwork of the icon for use anywhere in edit media or future decal system if it comes up officially or through game mods. Hopefully we get that system in game because that'd be incredible. And of course, we have the digital ship and item package prizes up for grabs in Stellar, and is brought to you generously by Cloud Imperium Games. The top 3 racers with most points across all the Grand Prix will win Mirai Razor, a Mirai Racing suit, and the Mirai Racing paint, as you can see on the screen. I actually have this entire set, and it is gorgeous. So whoever wins this, they're going to get one heck of a prize to go on their Razor.
Yeah, this is a super cohesive look. I love that all of these parts work together. The ship, the paint, the suit, everything looks amazing when you've got it all decked out. So for anybody who's seen Dash wear that stuff in game or on a stream, you gotta give credit where credit is due. The design did a great job. So we're looking forward to handing those out today. Again, those go to the top 3 racers. They're going to be picking those up, and then of course number 1 becomes the Dragon of Lorville, or however Lens is going to say that 50 different ways in French today. It doesn't really matter. So, Dirk, subject matter expert here in terms of the actual insights and analysis. So I would love to hear from you. How does the point system work? To walk us through what the point system is. How do you earn points, and what are they good for?
Yes, you're going to earn points across both the GPs. They've been weighted. Sorry, I should just to clarify. There's 2 GPs. We're doing the first one here at Super Dragon Tofu Run, and then the next one is going to be at the New Babbage Ghost track. And they've been sort of weighted according to the difficulties and the lengths of these tracks. So for today, they're going to be competing for 150 points for first place. And then at the next GP, they'll be competing for 105 points at first place. And you take your points across both races and combine them to see if you can be the champion of this year's Stellar Endurance Championships.
Amen to that. And afterwards, that's how many Crux bottles everybody will get as the winner, whatever number of points you have. That's it. That's your supply for as long as we're in alpha or beta. And then once we hit 1.0, you just go thirsty. Sad to say. Echo, are we ready to go over the racers and the grid?
Let's have a look at the grid.
All right, everybody, we're going to take a look at today's grid. We've got an incredible, as Lens was talking about, talented team of people who got here by skill, not by commentator choice, because we curse people, we don't bless them. We are here to talk about the people who got all the points that they needed, and were able to do so by timing. So if you got to watch the races last weekend, you got to enjoy some amazing skill on display, as I always say. So up first in, ironically, number 1, we do have Fresh 001, Fresh 001, who is part of Sanguis Luna, which Dirk is going to be proudly supporting. You're going to hear a whole lot of bias from Dirk today. But we've got Fresh 001, and up next in the 002 position, who do we have?
We have Ball Talk, supported by XGR Pit Crew, who is very consistent because Ball Talk also qualified in the same race as Fresh, and he was right there. But Fresh was obviously had a shower, so he was a little bit fresher than Ball Talk, but Ball Talk unmatched skill. As you can see, by qualifying live 1 weekend ago, Ball Talk has secured the 2nd position. He was the most consistent. He did not have a crash, and well, that itself is a huge achievement. So after Ball Talk, in the 3rd position, we have...
I mean, it's worth recognizing Ball Talk had an incredible race during the qualifiers. Absolutely stellar performance on the Stellar Endurance Championship. So well done by Ball Talk. Up next, at number 3, we've got Shaq who's also part of the XGR team. Shaq is going to be supported by XGR. Number 4, Lens. Who's number 4?
Number 4 is Liquid Prime, but before I do that, can everybody look into the camera? I'm gonna flash you. The last 2 minutes did not happen. This is the MIB moment. Now we have Liquid Prime, my nemesis, the person who actually killed me in the first Mountains of Mayhem, so I do not like him. So, today, he's my favorite to win. I'm gonna back Liquid Prime. Hopefully my commentator's curse comes true. But Liquid Prime, amazing skill, really great pilot. He's also very he also does great ground racing, supported by Sanguis Luna. Dirk, don't look at me that way. He's one of the Sanguis Luna pit crew, and he's only the second in this race. There are more Sangus Luna coming around. So Liquid Prime, and after Liquid Prime, we have.
If I just want to say, if Liquid Prime is the one who killed you in Mountains of Mayhem, then I owe them some AUEC. Up next, we have Playing Fox in the number 5 position, also again supported by Sanguis Luna. For those of you who haven't picked up on this hint yet, Sanguis Luna is a team of talented people. Playing Fox is number 5, supported by Sanguis Luna. Up 6 in number 6, we have.
Well, I feel like I should clarify for Playing Fox. He is on the Black Star Racing team, but we have offered him our support crew today. So.
Fair enough. Yes, supported by Sanguis Luna. I should have clarified that. Supported by Sanguis Luna today, but part of Black Star. Yes. Number 6.
Number 6, we have Tint Goes Fast. Basically, Tint, who is very famous for doing the Tint flick. He is here to represent Frontier Consolidated Racing, and everybody who knows Tint, they just know that Tint is, you can't discount him. He's extremely capable racer, and just remember that everybody here, even though we are going down the orders, they are already one of the godly 15s. So after Tint, we have in number 7.
Number 7, we've got Jellyhead Maid, supported by, hold on, I'm going to try and Sanguis, I don't know who this is, but supported by Sanguis Luna something. Jellyhead is holding up the number 7 position. And then number 8 is the one that we are very familiar with for absolutely no reason whatsoever. Number 8 is...
Not Sheknu, but Dude 3D.
3D!
It's not Dude's D, it's Dude 3D. He had a little bit of unluck, if there's a word like unluck, a very unlucky race during the qualifying. He had a few crashes, just absolutely a fatal crash between Dude and Quelser. Am I correct about remembering that? Just like at the weirdest crash in the weirdest of the crossovers, but he still managed to qualify 8th, and an amazing racer. So after Dude 3D, next up in number 9 is, oh boy, this is
number 9. We've got European legend Herbie. Actually, I can't say European, I don't think. Whoops. Herbie is supported by the Sanguis Luna pit crew as well, holding down that number 9 position. Legendary ground racer, actually. Herbie does things that go zoom zoom on the ground. Followed by number 10, we have...
Next up, we have... And I hope my voice did not cut out, because it always happens because of the noise threshold. So Huru, an amazing FPS player, and I can attest for that because I have played some FPS Star Citizen with Huru, but we were surprised how good a racer Huru is. This is the first time we are seeing Huru race in any race, because usually Huru helps out Enzia as a camera person, but no. There was only one crash, correct? In the qualifying, just one single crash for Huru. Yeah, I think it was one or 2 crashes for Huru. That too late in the qualifying. Very consistent race. Everybody was blown away by Huru, including Dunk. And they have, I think, I can assume they're already sent invites to Huru to join Sanguis Luna. I'm just going to assume that. After Huru, yeah.
First of all, I was going to say, I actually, according to my records, I have 3 crashes for Haru. It may have been a 4th, but I've definitely got 3. And if moving forward you could not ask me to know anything, that would be fantastic. Please rely on Dunk or Dash. Those are the really smart people in the room. You and I are just here to sound ridiculous.
Absolutely. Also, let's go to the next racer.
Number 11, we've got Jacodin. Dunk, any details about Jacodin that you want to share, since you know?
What? How would I know? No, I'm kidding. Yeah, he's an incredibly talented racer. He's got an incredible YouTube channel as well, so he's also a creator there. And he's been getting better and better for a while now. He joined us like a year and a bit ago, I believe, and he's been incredibly doing an incredible job of racing. He had an unfortunate time at the qualifiers. I think he would have ended up a lot higher, but I think he's coming in for revenge today.
That was a rough one. But Jacodin's channel is also the host of the home of the podcast, is it not?
Oh yeah, that's right. Thanks for reminding me, the SCR podcast that we host together, along with Billboy.
Again, if you could not ask me to know anything, that would be very helpful for both us and the viewing public. Up next at number 12, we have File, who is supported by the Expanse Racing team. Not a name we hear very often, but I bet we're going to hear them more often, more frequently, in more of the future. That is going to be number 12 in File. And
I gotta
Lens-
say,
Oh,
File suffered. File was very fast, Papa Juggernaut, if you remember, but he suffered because he did not have a pit crew to support him during the qualifying. I think he's correcting that now. Now
Seems to
he
be.
has a support crew. So let's watch out what File does today. And after File, we have our very own, the person who was trying to put a spell on me today, Canadian Maverick. Canadian Mav is fantastic. He's here actually representing the Red Legion, Red Monster SC, who was in the commentary booth last week. Canadian Mav, very consistent racer, doesn't want to crash, just want to go easy. And considering where Canadian Mav is starting today, he might want to... I think he will take the first lap very slow. He just wants to finish laps today.
This is all about endurance. This is all about consistency. We want to make sure that they get that. I am very excited to introduce number 14 on the list, ladies and gentlemen. Holding down position 14 on our grid today is my buddy Kelsar, another member of the Sanguis Luna pit crew. Well, he's pit crewing, he races, he does everything Sanguis Luna. Absolutely amazingly skilled racer here. Kelsar is fantastic. Looking forward to seeing him get around the track. He suffered some very unfortunate crashes. We're talking about this more and more now. But Kelsar suffered some crashes in the qualifying races, so didn't quite do as well as most of us probably expected, certainly as well as he wanted to. But here he is. He made the godly 15, going to be representing Sanguis Luna here. And then finally, I'm going to ask Dirk to properly pronounce this name because Lens can't. Who is holding number 15, Dirk?
Fitting in at number 15, we have Rentier Riche.
That sounds
That's
good.
what I was thinking. Yep. Yeah, I was gonna say that too, but no.
Don't say the support crew as well. Go on, come on.
Oh, I don't have it in front of me. Shoot, hang on.
It is
La
La Fédération de
Fédération.
Camelot.
Oh, La Fédération de Camelot.
Oh,
That's what I
that
said.
sounds good. That sounds
That's what I said. Why
You guys at least got that one right.
I know, right? We got something, right? La Fédération de Camelot. I'm perfect in French. I don't know what.
sounds better from
Jeez.
drunk though. Sounds so
Shut
much
up,
better
I know
coming
that.
from drunk.
I know that. I got one thing right. Let me have that. All right.
Rentier is in the chat. Hello, Rentier. Tell me that I am saying your name the best.
You're not. No.
All right.
You say
all
no
right.
in French. No. No with croissants.
No.
Oh,
No baguette. So we did talk about all of our racers. That is our grid, ladies and gentlemen. We are looking forward to getting today's race underway. Echo, do we have an update from the team? How far are we from actually waving this green flag?
We might be another 10 minutes, but I'd love to show our viewers the racetrack. We've talked about this being a Grand
Yes.
Prix. But what is this racetrack like? Let's give you a tour of the Super Dragon Tofu Run that our godly 15 are racing today. Welcome to the Super Dragon Tofu Run, a highly technical circuit inspired by the Karafi delivery pilots of Lorville. To reach the starting point, begin at Lorville Spaceport and fly to the end of the outskirts of Gate 4. Head towards the smaller area of industry at the end of Gate 4 outskirts on the right. The neon and lamp bridge between its two largest buildings is the start line of the Super Dragon Tofu Run. Pass under it with a heading of 20 degrees on your compass and fly over the giant turbines towards the side entry of Gate 4's pipe tunnel network. On entry of the tunnel, your first major obstacle are 3 large pipes. You can go high or low for more space. Travel down the Gate 4 outskirts pipework until you see the words Hurstone Dynamics on the right and a large gap. Turn right into this gap to exit the pipework and into this open space. Industry blocks your way. Turn right just before the wall to enter an adjacent tunnel and immediately exit left towards a massive loading dock. After the loading dock, turn right and go through the bottom of the tunnel wall. Then fly close to the ground to go under the pipes towards Gate 3. Go through the well-lit, top-level tunnel gate while passing Gate 3. This will set you up nicely for entry into the Gate 3 outskirts tunnel. You're looking for an intersection called the Sire Split in Gate 3's tunnel. It's marked with neon signs on the right, indicating the intersection is coming up in 500 meters. Take a left at the solid yellow lights that indicate the corners of the intersection. At the end of the tunnel, exit right and follow the pipes towards the industrial city outskirts. This next section is called District 3. It contains many restricted zones that you will be dipping in and out of. You are aiming to go around this administration tower on the right with an overhang, and then left of a thin observation tower with a holographic red and white blade edge. Next, line yourself up with this giant crane and prepare to weave around it on the left, and then to the right of the tall chimney stacked building after that. And towards the nearest crane on the corner of this industry area. Pass around it on the left, and the administration overhang building right after it, and prepare to swing a hard right into the top of these 3 loading docks. Pass this tower on the right, and gently turn left towards a pair of loading docks that sit between 2 industrial walls. Next are a pair of holocranes along the outer wall. Head up to the chimney stack tower and pass around the tallest chimney with a red ring at the top. It also has a glowing yellow light at the top of the tower to help you see it at night. Into the tunnel and boost all the way through it to make it safely out the other side. Look out for observation towers that run next to the pipes. Fly to the closest one on the right and pass around it on the left. Next, dive under the end of this pipe section. Stay below all pipes and gently rise up on the other side. On the left, you'll see another observation tower. Pass around it on the right. And then very slowly turn to fly above Gate 3 outskirts tunnel and enter it before the ceiling closes up. Travel down the tunnel until you see the intersection yellow cross sign on the left. When you see the yellow cross sign, look for a break in the tunnel when the sides open up. Then fly left, up and out of the tunnel and to the left of this observation tower. The next section is a flight through the Lowville CBD trenches. First, fly through the top of these loading docks next to Gate 3 before heading down into the city trenches themselves. Into Gate 3 city trenches below this loading dock and stay below all overhead neon bridges while inside the trenchway. Take a left at this intersection to join the Gate 2 city trenchway. Next, take 2 right-hand turns before the CBD to transfer to Gate 1 city trenchway. Follow Gate 1 city trenchway all the way to the end. Exit Gate 1 City Trench after the last overhead bridge and go through the top of the loading dock of Gate 1. Take a gentle left turn towards the side of Gate 1 outskirts tunnel and aim to enter it through the side landing bay. Fly down Gate 1 outskirts tunnel to the end. Stay on target. At the end of the tunnel is a vertical hairpin. Pitch up and around the end of the last overhead beam. Aim for the top of the loading docks on the way back and prepare to turn towards the shoulder tunnel. Enter the shoulder tunnel through its side landing bay and then prepare to turn right and then immediately right again out the other side of the tunnel after the intersection. Next, you are aiming to re-enter the city through the top of these loading docks on the corner of the CBD. Take a 90-degree left turn out of the loading docks towards the yellow holographic blades that mark the edge of the first letterbox hangar. Enter the letterbox hangar on the left side of the building. Exit right and fly alongside the large foundational building. The second letterbox hangar is a hairpin around the skyscraper. Take a right and fly up towards the next hangar. Turn left and be careful on exit of this hangar, as there are multiple buildings in the way. Head down to the final letterbox hangar of this section and exit right of the holographic construction building, and the building after that. This will line you up nicely with re-entry into the CBD trenchway. Enter before the overhead neon bridges and stay under all of them once again. Take a left here and fly straight, onwards, to the Gate 5 City Trenchway. Fly all the way down the trenchway of Gate 5 to the end. At the last loading dock just before Gate 5, swing a sharp left up and out of the trenchway. This next section is called Dock Pit. It starts with a chicane through the top of the nearest loading dock, weave through it and exit right. Head straight through the top of Dock 57 and hairpin left turn out of Dock 58. Go straight through Dock 59 and hairpin right through Dock 60 after that. Straight through Dock 61 and then get ready to enter Gate 62 as a hairpin right turn. Immediately hairpin left exit and straight through Dock 63. Exiting the last Dock 64 of Dock Pit, take a right turn towards Small Industry and pass under the bridge between its buildings. Then swing a left and pass under the pipeline. Aim between the top of these buildings as you begin the Tiger Highway section. Go through the top of all loading docks that sit above the city highways. Take a right here and go through the top of Dock 68 to 72. After exiting the last loading dock above the city highways, go through the two brackets that stand tall above the pipelines on the left. Next, aim for the administration tower with an overhang and fly under it. Take a right around the crane and stay left of the two holographic blades of the last two observation towers. This completes a lap of the Super Dragon Tofu run. If you want to prove you're the fastest Karafi delivery pilot in the verse, submit a time trial to the community leaderboards of scr.gg. This track was made for competitive esports ship racing. Race together by visiting anzaracing.com. Made possible and Star Citizen. Join the verse by visiting play.sc. Anzia Racing would like to thank the following.
You've seen it, ladies and gentlemen. That is our track. This is 78 checkpoints of information. This is a huge amount of complexity. This is a very dangerous track. Walk the team through, walk everybody around. What is going on with this track? What do people need to look out for?
Well, definitely when I look at this track and think back to any real world comparisons, it reminds me of the Nürburgring with Darlington tolerances. For those that watch Formula One and NASCAR, it is very tight in here, especially the Sire flip to Gate 3 outskirts transition, checkpoints 13 and 36. We saw some contact there on Sunday, and definitely the Echo flip where we saw a lot of contact, particularly at the end of the qualifier on Sunday with some server issues. This is a racetrack that it's going to test these these pilots for all 2 hours. It's very narrow, it's very technical, and with 15 pilots out here, an early crash could be a terrible points day in the championship.
Very true. We saw this when we were going through the qualifying races. This is about endurance, and I think that's something that should have been evident to everybody, or maybe I'm completely wrong. But it really was those folks who were able to stay crash less, not crash free, but crash less, who were able to move up in the pack. They were able to change positions. They were able to survive longer. And I think that's one of the genius parts of this particular event. Is that this is all about endurance. This is the Stellar Endurance Championships. And when you get to that level, you have to survive. It's not about always being the fastest, it's about being alive the longest sometimes. So I think you're 100% right about all of that. These are a very technical track. And there's a lot going on that we're going to be watching out for. And then when things go bad and we've got frame issues, we've got frozen screens, all we do is we blame the capital ships. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah, I think we had Polaris coming in near the end of the race on Sunday. They kind of threw a monkey wrench into everything.
Yeah, we had Polarises. I believe we had an Idris show up at one point. It was just capital chaos. That'll that'll do it. Absolutely right. Dirk, I would love to talk to you for a second. You know both this track, you know most of these racers, probably all of them in one degree or another. Give us some predictions. What are you looking for today? Where do you think we might end up?
Yeah, I'll go through this quickly. We talked about endurance and how important endurance is, and the three pilots who embodied that the most are at the top. So that was Fresh, Bulltalk, and Shacknew. So we'll see today if they're able to continue that, if they're able to have another crashless race today. And if they manage that, then I think they'll all be in great positions. But just behind them, we've got a group of 5 racers that are all going to be battling. And if any of them can get through the pack, they'll have a chance at the podium as well. It's any of Liquid Prime, Plain Fox, Tint, Jellyhead Maid, and Dude 3D. We can expect a pretty good battle between that group for sure, especially at the start of this race, and we'll see how that plays out. A little further down, some names to keep an eye on that might be able to move up if things go well for them are Haru, Jacodin, and File. I think they're all pretty quick, and if they can stay on the track, then we'll see them move up as well. But my prediction for the win is I'd probably have Fresh and Bulltalk on the podium, and Shacknew right there with them. So I think it's basically them three, their race to lose at this point.
Fair enough.
I don't know if
throw this out. Oh, go ahead.
So I don't know if it's a done deal that the front 3 will finish there at the start, just because we have 15 racers. This start's going to be very important. We could see some collisions between these front 3 going into the first couple of checkpoints. And we have that for Fresh, Bulltalk, and Shacknew. They get into a crash. It's going to throw this race on its head. And we saw this during the qualifier on Sunday, where Haru started near the back of the field, ended up 3rd due to some early incidents, and really ran there for most of the race.
Very true.
Yeah, these first turns are absolutely going to be very important.
Mm-hmm.
Are we still
First
waiting
turns,
for some
first
of the
pivots,
players
all of
to-
these things.
Yeah, so I was going to say, are we still waiting
Race
for some
launch any
racers to
second.
join?
Noise is
Who
given
and Jacodin
the
are
ready
the-
signal. We are about to launch into the race.
But how come we don't see File, Canadian Mav, Quelsar, and Venti? Or they're there. Are they just back?
This is a
Okay,
zoomed in
they're there.
precision, right? So yeah, Horror's
yep.
there. Mav's there.
Yep, understood. Before the race starts, can I wish everybody happy Pirate Week? Ahoy!
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 Arr. Yes, enjoy your Pirate Week.
Yeah, for all of you
There's a
Drake
very-
fans, this is all about you and your criminal lifestyles. Enjoy it while it lasts.
There's a very cool design your pirate flag contest going on
Yeah.
the RSI website. If anybody did not know about it, well, give it a crack. You can win a Corsair, the pirate Corsair, and 2 other ships there. They're all up for grabs. I will be making one.
Wow, that is amazing. In a pirate week, you can win a Drake ship? What? Who would have
Yeah.
thought?
Corsair too. Yeah.
It's like, criminals of a feather stick to. Anyways, so ladies and gentlemen, as you've already heard from Echo and you've seen some chatter about this already, we are getting very close to race launch here. Green flag going up. We're going to have a countdown starting very soon. I really do appreciate some of the creativity that we've already seen on display from the Anzia Racing team. If you've noticed in the leaderboard there, right there, we've got the Godly 15. It doesn't matter where they finish today. They are all part of the Godly 15, and they have earned that title well. You're going to see some incredible racing start in just a few minutes here. So we've got this going on, and then we've also got, for everybody who's watching live in chat, I want to drop you a quick reminder. You've got 2 hours of cheering ahead of you. Pace yourselves. Make sure that you are out there supporting your racers, supporting your team. Keep cheering them on in chat. They've got team members that are watching and supporting. So it's going to be a big deal for them. So we want to make sure you do that. You're also going to see some live mentions in the chat on Twitch. You're going to see some opportunities for you to pick up Anzia Racing merch if you'd like to do that. Again, you're going to see links dropped in chat, or you could go to anziaracing.com/merch, pick up some amazing uniforms if you'd like to deck yourself out properly. You've got everything from t-shirts to socks and many things in between. So make sure you check that stuff out throughout the day. It's a great way to support Anzia Racing, or you can drop subs, you can drop bits, you can do many things that support the wonderful work of Anzia Racing here in the Star Citizen community. And if you would like to learn more about Star Citizen, if you've never played before but you're entertained by the racing you are about to watch, all you got to do is play.sc and you can start your free account right now. Echo, how are we doing on timing? Are we getting there?
Looking good. We could just see Haru's name was possibly out of position there, but they seem to have
Yeah.
tidied themselves up, looking much
Slightly
better
behind
now.
Jekyll.
Yep, everyone's
Shall we
looking
talk
much,
about
much nicer now.
the so these are the 15 godly 15 right here that you see. There were 3 racers who couldn't make it to the godly 15 during the 2 qualifying races, and those 3 were Nafty, Normal Rocket, and Computer Jesus. Normal Rocket just couldn't join and do the qualifying race because he was stuck. They were stuck in traffic, but Nafty and Computer Jesus were properly disqualified. Nafty just because it backed Nafty. I think that was a me factor.
Until race start. Until race start.
Race day.
Green flag, green flag. Okay. We are looking at whose point of view is this? Eka?
This is Haru's point of view.
Huru's point of view. Yes. So far, no crashes.
Wow, you got that out of the way quick.
I go that, yeah.
Good lord.
Thanks,
Look at
Ronald, for
Herbie
another
flying
20.
in. That was a. Oh, this is a tight corner. Yep.
9
Everybody gets
seconds
to
in.
turn
Let's
one
just
clean.
no crashes. Oh man.
Checkered flag. Checkered flag. Okay. Sure. Noise.
2 hour. No, this is no longer a 2-hour race, ladies and gentlemen. We're 2 minutes. We're just
We're
about
done.
done.
Fresh has won this already. Boltuck, the
All
grid
right.
did not change at all. We only did this just to get subs to everybody.
Liquid is close
Another-
behind that group of 3 as well.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
call
it's
this out
like
right now.
time.
Another
inside of
Liquid.
Shaq. He's gonna get third.
Shaq. Oh, you're
ran that corner a little bit. Had to
Beautiful.
compromise the
Playing
line,
Fox.
so Shagnew's going to hold third for now. Now Liquid goes back to the inside. Now he gets third. Shagnu and Liquid are battling for this third spot.
Oh, and now they're approaching those 3 underpasses. My favorite section. The ground is very close to the ships in this section. Green flag. Finally, the race director getting their flags right. Oh, now we shall see some interesting stuff because the Cyrus is
Yeah.
coming up. Fresh is pulling away.
Early warning, the
Liquid Prime
turns at the
using
end of
the
this lap
boost.
won't be right.
Oh, did you guys see that? Oh, Shagnu is not letting go. Playing Fox. These five guys, they just look at them. Playing Fox slowing down there. Did you guys see that? Playing Fox just slowed down a little bit. Yellow flag. We have a ship destroyed. Jelly had a minute. Oh no!
No.
Oh, Jelly, no.
That's unfortunate. Our first crash of the day.
No, Jelly.
Not
no.
alone. Canadian Maverick. Oh, jeez.
Oh,
Guys, I'm
jeez.
having qualifier flashbacks.
Yeah. Well, that's gonna happen, but I think that it'll settle down.
Not good.
Is there
not
Polaris
good.
in the air?
Already?
Meanwhile, Dude 3D has made up a couple of spots already. Jumped from 8
Yeah,
to
he's
6 on the
up.
back of our lead 5 here. Tint is following him in following him in 7th. Tint's actually lost a spot from the start, so Dude's picked up 2 spots, but currently the best battle on track continues to be Liquid Prime and Shagnu early on, but Playing Fox is now caught up to Shagnu. It's a 3-way battle for third.
Playing Fox was actually a little bit behind. It looks like Shagnu has dropped a little bit from playing Liquid Prime. I think, yeah, lap 1 chaos. Maybe they're just trying to play safe. This is such a long track, like Nürburgring, as you said, Dash. These leaders will probably settle down a little bit, even if it's just the first lap.
But also, I
We'll
mean,
see if
Dash
Playing
called this.
Fox
Dash
slows
said if there
Shagnu
was a
down.
crash early, Dash said that this was going to change the grid here if we got early crashes, and it has.
I mean, Jelly was 7th position and Canadian Mav was 13. So Canadian Mav is like, he's 13, but Jelly had met this is going to be tough for him now. It's lap
He has
one,
to
so-
just settle in, get back into the race as quick as possible. And if you only have 1 crash, honestly, I think you can still get into like a top 5 position because it's a long race and it's a lot of
That's
people are going
true.
to crash still.
It happened quite early, so yeah, very true, very true. Yeah, I mean, there's the 50% advantage that you get. Oh, yeah, we need to talk about that sometime during the stream. But yeah, this happened quite early. Fresh is just doing fresh things right now. They're all kind of equidistant. They're all equal distance apart from one another right now. It's nice to see Liquid moving. I'm back in Liquid today.
Yeah,
I
Liquid
think the
making
best-
an overtake on Shagnu, and he's starting to put some pressure on Boltok. We didn't see anyone able to compete with Boltok at the EU qualifier, so it'll be interesting to
And
see how
fresh.
them fighting.
And fresh. These guys were they're having just their own easy, clean air race. Fresh was just busy overtaking and lapping everybody in the qualifying. Nomadic Aviator has given way too many subs. That's 10 subs. That's what I'm gonna say.
Nomadic
I don't know how
Aviator
many subs we've
has
got at this point.
gifted.
Crazy.
Nomadic Aviator has gifted 10 subs so far. Has put out more than 1,000 bits. We also had more from Royal, by the way. A few minutes ago, we had another 10 dropped by Royal Kitsune. So lots and lots of support here going out to Anzia Racing during this live broadcast. And we're getting a lot of first-time chatters who have been gifted these subs. So I want to welcome in all of our viewers who have never been here before. We appreciate you showing up, and we hope you enjoy the next 2 hours of incredible racing.
It's
A
always
little
very
bit
nice to
looking-
see. Oh, ship
that is a
destroyed.
crash.
Dude,
Oh,
it's
Dude
3D.
Oh, that's a
Oh,
shame. He was
again.
battling up there.
Yeah.
That's
That's
our
Jack
first
didn't catch
crash
up
near the
to-
front of the field.
We do have Jacketin a little further back, catching up to Tint. Might be making some pressure to get into that position. I think that's 6.
Well, look at that view. Look at that view. That's our those are our front runners. Jacqueline is actually, yep, he's catching up. Huru shows up. It's nice to see Huru is still hanging on there. Because of the precision mode that the targets populate depending on the radar range, I reckon. So, but looks like Huru there's a huge gap after Huru.
Yeah, Huru's fallen back by
Jacko.
1 position. He was in front of Jacketin, and Jacketin's managed the overtake. So we'll see if Jacko can continue moving up the grid.
So Huru would be in position 9 because Jelly had dropped. Or no, even the Tint has dropped, isn't it? Oh, we shall see.
Well,
by the lap.
we've lost Dude
Here we
3D
go to the
and,
Echo Flip
and,
first
Jelly so
time.
far.
This is
Everybody
where
makes it through there
a lot
cleanly.
of debris comes into play. Ooh, did the camera just froze for all of us, didn't it?
Yes.
Yeah, we lost
Yep,
her.
Yeah,
Ari's
yes, it did.
actually okay, everyone. There's alright.
I'm
Is
gonna
he
bet
fresh
Luke and
already
Frank
pulling
and Rule
away?
today. Yeah, Fresh is as I told you, he took 2 showers today just so that he can win this raid and just be called the Dragon of Lorville. Another ship destroys.
We have
Jacko!
Jacko
Oh
down.
no, Jack it
Jacko
in.
That's
Oh,
the same
no.
spot. The same spot that had him in the EU qualifier.
Oh my.
Oh no.
I want to know, was it desync? What was it? If you get that information, do share that with us. What Jacko did.
I'm not sure, but it's the same area where he was having difficulties before, so it could
Ship
be desync. It could just be his
destroyed.
line.
Quelsar.
And Quelsar.
What is
This
going on with
is-
my buddy?
This is like qualifying flashbacks. Absolutely. Yes.
Guys, this is worse than
qualifying.
qualifiers. We have
This
now
is
had
the
more
same-
crashes on lap 1 than we did in any qualifier.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
These
someone have a
yeah.
playing fox down there. Just coming
do have more
past the
pilots
Hurston
as well.
statue.
Who
Oh,
crashed?
Oh no,
Playing Fox,
Haru
I think.
Who
crash.
crashed?
Haru,
Playing Fox
Playing
crashed.
Fox.
Oh my. Oh my.
Playing
Oh,
Fox
this
is
is
in
that's
fifth.
brutal.
The attrition has started early today.
Playing Fox
Guys, I
going
wanna-
down is good for Shaknu and Liquid, who are putting pressure on Boltok right now.
I want to remind everybody, we are looking at the Godly 15. Nearly half of this pack has crashed on lap 1. We are 7 out of
Exactly.
15 down. That is insane.
Yeah. As Secretis is saying in the chat, this is putting Sangus Luna to a lot of work now because Quelsar has crashed, Jacodin has crashed, Playing Fox has crashed, who's also being supported by Sangus Luna. So 3 crashes for Sangus Luna.
Jelly
Sangus
also
Luna is gonna
crashed.
be... Jelly also crashed. Yes, he's also
The only
Sangus
2
Luna.
pilots, or the 3 pilots from
Oh.
Sangus Luna have not yet, is Liquid, Fresh, and Herbie.
Yep. So you guys are going to be busy. Sangus Luna is going to be very busy just fetching more razors.
And as we just said, that
Ready to
Liquid just
go.
had an issue.
Oh.
He just lost a
No,
spot.
he's okay. He's okay.
Looks like he's back
okay.
going now, but he definitely just lost
Yeah.
the second
yeah.
spot to Shaknu.
Oh, and he was battling it with Shaknu there too. He might have just missed the checkpoint because he still looks like he's flying well. So he can still recover and get back into that spot, and he can catch up.
That was
And
the
I
third
think we
spot. Sorry,
determined-
we were missing Boltok.
Yeah, Boltok's still up there. But I think
Boltok's
we
still up there.
determined at the qualifiers that is a chicane. That is not a slalom. That is a chicane. I believe we figured that out.
Multiple S's. That's what it is. Multiple S's section.
Yes.
We're gonna get
Yeah.
our first time here soon, but just a warning: these times won't be entirely accurate because of the timing issue we had at the very start. So they're gonna be very, very, very low, I think.
Yeah. We still have a number of different sections to go after these. Oh, what are these hangars? I think the ladder box hangars. That's the section it's called. We still gotta go through Fresh Highway, Dockpit, Tiger Highway, and District 4. These,
I think we
this is a
just
long
went through
lap.
Dockpit, so now we're through Tiger Highway.
Ooh, Fresh just finished. Oh, seriously? I take it back. Yep, drunk was drunk. Our analyst was correct.
That's why he's the analyst and you're not.
Yeah. I just like to hype up the Drake ships. That's it.
That's
Not that
why
Fresh
you're
isn't the
not.
fastest racing pilot in the verse, but a sub 8-minute Super Dragon Tofu run would be absurd.
Yes, it would.
Yeah, he did not get that close during the qualifiers, and that was not for a lack of trying when we were watching that race. But I think we'll see more representative lap times here on this second lap.
This is a new name popping up on the screen, Confound01. I think there are a lot of other players in this party who are working as a support crew. Ship destroyed. Tint.
Oh,
Tint.
Tint.
Oh,
So that is-
that's
He was running
unfortunate
fifth.
for Tint.
That is still lap 1 collision, by the way. That
No,
is
no, no.
still lap
He
1.
completed
he
lap
completed
1
it.
already.
Just crashed off.
Yeah, he was only 3
Just crashed
seconds
lap
behind
1.
Liquid crossing the start finish. Going through some of these times here, Liquid was
Jelly
7
crashed
seconds
again.
behind Shaknu. Oh no, Jelly again.
Come on.
Sangus Luna pit crew. This is something I didn't consider. You guys are going to be working so hard today because you have so many races in the race. And how many ships do you have at your disposal? Are you going to run out of your ships?
We had 14 razors in the Idris, and we have 2 people grabbing spares constantly. So
So have already disposed of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6 so far. If this
That
continues,
could-
you're going to be out of razors.
That's okay. We have people grabbing spares. I believe in them. They're fast. Everyone on SL is fast.
Question though, if hypothetically, if there are way too many crashes happening, and suppose you're fetching more razors, but imagine you have only 2 left. Are you going to deny somebody the razor? Like, no, we want to keep it in case our leader crashes.
Yeah, that's a race engineer call, and I believe our engineers would likely make that call to say, hey, leave 2 or 3 razors in place in case of our pilots that are further ahead in the race.
Sacrifice the B cars. Hey, Dashmaster. Canadian
Oh
Maverick.
no! Oh, it crashed to
It's-
desktop.
Oh, that's brutal. That's not good. So Canadian Maverick potentially will respawn in the ship if it rejoins.
Hope.
Thanks for the
I
raid.
will-
I can't tell
I will
the
say
name.
though, with Tint's crash, that brings our crashed racers beyond 50%. We are now at 8 of our 15 racers who have crashed. Rough.
And Canadian Maverick hadn't even finished the lap yet, so that still counts as lap 1 crash.
So something I do want to point out is early on, that first lap got finished. If you had to guess, other commentators, what would the gap be between Fresh and Bulltalk from the first lap in seconds?
Boy. I mean, they were semi-close. My guess would be 5 to 10.
Yeah, so they have the largest gap of the top 5. 10 seconds Fresh had on Bulltalk. After that, Bulltalk had 6 seconds on Shacknew. Shacknew had 7 seconds on Liquid Prime. And Liquid Prime and Tint were only 3 seconds apart, but we've lost Tint. So now, really, it is Fresh, Bulltalk, Shacknew, and Liquid battling it out in the top 4.
Acknowledgements to Chio and Nomadic Aviator for raiding. Thank you. Welcome, raiders. Settle down. There's a lot of crashes happening. It's a lot of fun. Not for the
And
racers.
who's really been helped out with all these crashes has been File, who started 12th. It's now up
Yeah.
to 7th with all the collisions.
Huge leap. So yeah, that's a huge leap. So Fresh, Voltalk, Shacknew, Liquid, nothing has changed for them. But then we have Tint, who has jumped up 1 spot. Oh no, yeah, because Playing Fox is not there anymore. Yep, Tint jumped up 1, and then Herbie has started
Herbie too.
9th. Yeah, he's on 6, so he's gained 3 spaces. But yes, as Dash said, File is the biggest winner of lap 1 chaos. Started 12th after lap 1, position number 7. And today he also has a support crew from the Russian team Expanse. So File's chances are looking very good. And our good friend from France is in position 8, who was in the last position in the qualifying races. This is very cool. Ahead of Jacodin in lap number 9. And Jaco just finished his first lap. So there seems to be a substantial gap. There you go. We have a gap of 5 seconds between Rentier and however we want to say it, and Jacodin.
It does appear Jacobin's overtaken an LTA on the track. He just came
Oh.
in to get his first lap done, so he's gotten there quickly. I do see Tint is on the track, so he got a very quick respawn as well. We'll see if he's able to catch up, but his position will for sure fall down when he completes his next lap.
And Ricky, yep, that's Len's narration back. Quelser just finished 1 lap. Quelser had a crash, but it's very good to see that Quelser has already
Correct.
finished 1 lap in the qualifying. He struggled quite a lot to finish first lap.
So far, the slow rejoins do appear to be the likes of Plain Fox, Jelly, Dude 3D, Haru, and Canadian Maverick. You wonder if
Yeah.
any of them are having issues with a respawn or something like that. Although I do see Jelly and Haru on track now, so.
Well, Mav
Well, we know
has-
Maverick's
Mav's
trying to
got
get back in game because he had a crash.
Yeah,
to
in
desktop.
game.
He had a crash to desktop.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah, so Mav's respawn is a very different respawn from everybody else's.
But he might join on track, you know. Hey, Arcane 07. Nice to
I
see
see
you,
Plain
Arcane.
Fox getting back onto track now. He's joining in the halfway mark.
I also noticed Echo has a Russian alt account. That was interesting.
Ship collision, Dude 3D and Herbie.
Herbie.
Dude, and Herbie. That is
man.
9 crashed racers, ladies and gentlemen. We are not
Jeebus.
doing a good list here.
Jeebus.
Oh, that's
Wow.
gonna suck for dude. He still hasn't gotten a lap completed.
Yeah, that dude had a terrible qualifying as well because so many crashes and it's just repeating for dude now. It must be very frustrating. Herbie unable to exit ship. Oh. Oh. What does that mean? Like,
He
so
got
he's
stuck.
he's
That's
not
a new
dead?
one for me too.
You're
He's
locked
not
into your
dead?
pilot seat. It typically happens with Cuddy Blacks. There was a long time, I think it was like
Oh,
2
yeah,
or 3
yeah, yeah,
patches
yeah.
where you were locked into your Cuddy Black chair. You
Yeah.
couldn't get out. So probably having the same problem.
However, if Herbie had a crash, did he not die? He's stuck in the ship. Why is he trying to get out? Is he trying to
It's a
self-destruct?
soft death sometimes, and you get stuck inside
Oh,
the
it's a
ship.
soft death. It's a soft
Well,
death.
wait a minute, guys.
So-
No. There's an alternative to this. What could be happening is that Herbie is actually super glued to his IRL chair. No, maybe not that.
Hypothetically, yes.
So we're seeing this
Just-
Liquid
hey.
and Haru battle. I think this is something interesting because Liquid is trying to get up into that fight for that top 3, but he's getting slowed down a little bit, having to battle with Haru right now.
Yeah, we saw Haru just zoom around the outside there on that live shot.
I think Liquid's managed an overtake though.
finally got by.
So now he's got to push in order to catch up onto Shaq now.
Quick
This
reminders,
bug
everybody,
is
for
also
those of you
happening with
who
both.
perhaps just joined us, if you were one of the recipients of the many gifted subs that went out, I just want to let you know you are currently watching the Stellar Endurance Championships GP number 1 race. This is where we are going to crown our Dragon of Louisville. That is going to be our number 1 finisher at the end of this 2-hour race. And also, don't forget you are watching this on Anzia Racing's channel, which is also the designer of this track, the Super Tofu Dragon Run. I'm going to get that right one. 78 final checkpoints. So you're watching some of the best racers in the verse live right now.
Fresh with another
Fresh
lap
has
complete.
finished 2 laps.
He did an 8:46. That is incredibly fast, even compared
Yeah,
to
that's a good one.
qualifier.
Yeah,
So far, that
seems
is the
to be
fastest
more
lap we've seen.
Yeah, that seems to be more representative of this course.
Yep.
And Boltok ran 8:52 behind him.
Up to 16 seconds now, so Bulltalk able to slow down the fresh gap a little bit there.
You know, there are the top 3 finishers are getting the same prize, but there's only one Dragon of Lorville, and Fresh is definitely aspiring to be one. Do dragons take showers?
I would assume so.
Yes, but they're warm showers so that they keep their body temperature regulated.
See,
know, 'cause
have researched your
reptile.
dragon, sir. Reptile. Yeah.
It's a reptile, so.
Look at Fresh coming to the Sire Split. Yes. And he's not gonna slow down. Here is the view. Look at that 45
I've got
degree
another
turn,
good
just-
one. I've got another good one. They're
Go for it.
cold-blooded but hot exhausts. Heyo. Okay, I'm done now.
We are in
Thanks
da-
for showing
we are
up,
in-
everybody.
We're in true
Goodbye.
dad joke
Bye-bye.
territory, and we've got a minute,
know, right?
an hour 40 left.
Oh boy. We're still waiting for Playing Fox Dude and Canadian Map to finish their lap 1. Oh, this is sad. And our leader is on their 3rd lap. That's what this brutal track does to you. Very hard to recover from crashes. So
Has
just
anybody
try not to
has
crash.
anybody seen the rejoin message for Canadian Maverick yet? The reconnected?
No.
He's on
No.
track. I see him on track.
He's on
Okay.
track. Good.
Well,
good,
no. You see his marker on track. Is he moving?
Yep.
Oh,
yeah,
he's
fine.
moving. He has
He's-
his camera.
Okay. All right. Fantastic.
Here's
Oh,
Canadian
hi,
Mav.
Canadian Maverick. Look, it's a maple leaf.
So this, hold on a second. Is this the starting of the track? So has he finished his lap 1, or he's starting his lap
He
altogether?
just
What's
got.
going
He
on?
had to restart because he crashed before the halfway mark, so he's just gotten back in now to start. He's trying to get his
Herbie.
first lap finished. We have
Okay,
Plain
Herbie's
Fox coming in to
marker
get his first
has
lap
a-
finished.
Comment from Noise Maze, our race director. Herbie marker has updated. We are hoping he's able to get a new ship because Herbie was stuck in the seat, suffering from cutty bug. Let's just call it cutty bug.
Dash, if you are familiar with it, could you walk us through what that 50% rule is?
So I believe if you crash after gate 1, the gate 1 portion of the racetrack, you are able to rejoin at that spot to keep going. And that's because of how long this course is. If you were about 3/4 done with the lap and then crashed, you would be at a huge disadvantage. So it's there to mitigate some of the time loss from crashes, but it's not a foolproof cure because you still have to complete the lap you're on and getting your ship back and respawning. It's a band-aid, but it's not a full cure.
Yeah, but you make a good point though. If you're 3/4 of a way through a lap and all of a sudden you crash and you've got to go back to the beginning, you would essentially be losing perhaps 6.5 minutes of track time, and that's a huge setback. So there's a lot of value in a 50% rule.
Absolutely. Tint's managed to get his second lap in now, so he's held himself in a 6th position right now. He got some pretty quick rejoins. Good on him for that and his crew. So he didn't lose too much position if he can continue to fly well.
Guys, honestly, the biggest winner so far is Rentier, who started last and is actually in 8th position. That is awesome. Quelsar 2 started 14th, is right now 10th position. I am waiting. Let's finish 5 laps and then we'll have a look at the lap breakdown, right? We will see lap 1 and lap 2 chaos. Oh, that was brutal.
Yeah, a lot of changes going on here. But I do want to call out, we've got our top 4 that have still not crashed. We would love to see that trend continue if they can keep this pace. We'd love to see no more crashes and just have their skill be the determining factor in this race. But we've got an hour and a half to go here, so I'm not sure we're going to get that.
When we see their lap breakdown, we will see 4 straight lines, and those will be the uncooked noodles who just strayed straight. And below them, we will have the proper spaghetti.
Yeah. How long do you guys think before Fresh has to start overtaking back markers?
Which marker? Say that again.
How long do you think before Fresh has to start overtaking back markers? He hasn't had to do one yet.
Oh, let's see. Because, well, technically, Canadian haven't do 3. They haven't even still finished the lap 1. Has he? I think he's already lapped them, right? Those 2 have already been lapped.
Yeah, he's already technically lapped Dude and Maverick.
So it's going to be playing Fox, who he needs to overtake. And I'm not in the game right now, so you guys can tell me. I think Drunk is in there. Dash, you're in the game. So what are we looking at?
We got Fresh
I'm actually not in the game today, but
right now.
Drunk is? Drunk you are?
Yeah, I am. The first, it seems the first one. You're asking about who he might overtake first, right?
Yeah. Is it not playing Fox?
No, it looks like it'd be Rentier Riche if all things hold as they are right now.
How is that possible? That is... So unless he has already overtaken playing Fox, Jellyhead, Huru, and Quelsar, that's
he overtook them during the crashes.
Yeah,
so it wasn't actually on.
Yeah. So they're already been overtaken. Yep.
So
A lot
no live overtake.
No live overtake. Yep. Just by default.
Just dead overtake. Yes.
Oh, Ricky, that is so clever. We got our top 4. Top 4 tofu. We have the top 4 tofus.
The tofu top 4.
The tofu top 4. Yeah. Vote for your favorite tofu of the day. We have to do the pilot of the day or something like that, like they do in Formula 1. We need that driver of the day kind of voting when we're reaching close. Tofu top 4 up for a Grammy this year.
Looks like I'm staring at a Polaris on track. Am I missing something? That Polaris looked like very close to the track.
Polaris in the air. I can't sing the next line. Not the lyrics.
Just so you know, you couldn't sing the first one either.
Thanks for a gentle reminder.
Here to help.
Luigi says commentary curse haven't done a lap yet. No, I'm actually back in Lucid Prime today. So my person, the Lucid Prime, is in 4th position. Haven't lost a single position yet. And I reckon Lucid Prime is just going to save that and maybe push a little bit in the second part of the race and try to overtake Sheknu there.
Well, we'll get a good glimpse of what kind of pace those 3 and the 2, 3, 4.
Canadian man.
Oh no, Canadian.
Oh no.
No.
I did see him in a bit of a fight with File, trying to overtake File, and it seems that race battle ended up claiming 1 life.
Herbie rejoined. Oh, this
rejoined,
is this is brutal for Herbie now.
So,
He's
Dark,
gonna fall
translate
down.
this for me. I mean, technically speaking, Canadian Maverick has now had 2 crashes, 1 crash to desktop, and still not completed lap 1. Am I reading this right?
Yeah, it's really unfortunate. He just keeps crashing before you can get a lap done. But fortunate for him, he was past the halfway mark on that last crash. So he does get to rejoin there. So maybe he'll be able to get one completed when he
You
comes
Haru
back.
just
And
crashed.
Haru just
Ooh.
crashed, and we saw that one on our screen.
Oh no, he was pushing. He was trying to catch up to Liquid.
That's not good. Liquid Prime is my #1 priority today, and then it was Haru. And Nafty, you lose. Liquid Prime did not crash.
No, Liquid Prime has not crashed. And I mean, kudos to Liquid Prime and certainly everybody else in that top 4. They've got a healthy lead right now. According to the last lap times, File is a minute behind Liquid. So that 4-pack is it's pretty solid up there in front.
I believe that number will raise even more upon this last lap or this next lap. We'll see as these top 4 cross what kind of gap we have. We'll see if Liquid's been able to shorten the gap on Shaknu or if Shaknu has grown it at all.
Dark, here's
And
your
meanwhile,
overtake right here. Here's what you were predicting.
Here we go. Here we go. And our top 5 racers, they haven't had a crash yet. So Fresh, Baltok, Shakno, Liquid, and File. Those are the untouched ones. Oh no, Rentier also. No crash so far by Rentier. Everybody else, plenty of crashes.
So Fresh has pulled even more gap on Boltok up to 20 seconds now. Shaknu and Boltok about the same gap, but it seems that Shaknu pulled another 2 seconds of a gap on Liquid. So Shaknu is moving at a faster pace, and if all things hold, that means that Shaknu can stay ahead.
Yeah, and we might see a battle for second soon between Shaknu and Boltok, if he can keep with that pace. Well, right now they're about 8 seconds.
Oh,
I think it's about the gap.
In this race, that's nothing. That's great.
Yeah.
Well, that crossover between Fresh and Kelsar in the dangerous part was scary.
Yep.
That's the danger zone.
And meanwhile, waiting for File to come across, but File has got to be feeling great. Start at 12th, up to 5th with all the chaos that's been happening around them.
Good stuff.
Something I do want to point out is though some of these pilots are building bigger gaps, Shaknu and Liquid's pace is even better than they had on the qualifying day. I think Shaknu's best time was an 8:56. He's already done an 8:53 and Liquid an 8:55, so they've gotten faster, both of them.
They must have been practicing all through this week, because qualifying was a really good practice session for them. Pretty much a live race simulation. Of course, they were very safe because there were 18 people qualifying. Only 15 were going to progress ahead. 3 people were going to be disqualified from becoming one of the godly 15. And that ship destroyed. Jacodin. Unbelievable.
Oh, okay. That's going to hurt his position a lot.
And that's unfortunate for Jacodin. It's just a repeat of the qualifier at this point.
Yep.
This is bad. I wonder what Jacodin is feeling right now. Very demoralizing.
Is that a Hercules near the track? What?
That's definitely
Hercules just coming over.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The cargo
What do you
haulers
think it's
don't
delivering?
care. No, yeah, they don't care at all. This is the cargo
We've
haulers.
got
No.
The cargo.
Guys, you got to remember the Hercules is delivering the 3 winning Mirai Razors with those beautiful Mirai paints.
Oh, that's it.
Oh,
Lovely.
hijack that, please.
If you need
Bring it to the
reliability, you
comments
call
right,
Crusader.
Liquid Prime is overtaking Rentier. That top 4 has now all gotten past Rentier Riche's position.
But
talking about
let's talk about what the value is. That Rentier position, Rentier still has not crashed, so we still have an endurance race here. Doing a great job, even though they're being overtaken.
We do have an interesting
that's all good points for NTA at the end of the day, too.
Yeah,
absolutely. We do have an interesting fight, though they're not in similar positions on lap counts. Plain Fox and Dude 3D are next to each other. Plain Fox looking to overtake him. He's ahead of him on the board in lap count, but Dude 3D did finally get his first lap in.
Yep, 28-minute lap time, by the way, for Dude 3D on lap 1. So that's what happens with multiple crashes, unfortunately. And with Canadian Mavericks' time is probably going to...
The other
that one's going to be the shocker.
Is Dude 3D's fastest lap time is 28 minutes.
Yeah, you see Plain Fox on the stream right now.
I will say, though, that's probably double what my fastest lap would be. because I'd find some walls here.
Oh yes, yes, yes,
Oh,
yes.
plenty of walls to be found. Plenty of walls. Man, how long is it going to take for Canadian to finish his lap 1? Yep, Cyrus split. That one right there. So we are, I think,
Somebody just flew through there going the opposite direction. That's why the intake of breath from me.
That's the other crossover. This is very
Yeah.
scary. Especially with 15
Yeah.
racers on the track now, we're going to see a lot more of that compared to the
A
qualifiers.
lot, yes, yes. Oh, there's dude playing Fox Jellyhead on the separate. Jellyhead is in a completely separate section of the track, but yeah, look at. Well,
We are we are one
multiple
quarter
laps
of our way
between
through
them.
this race.
Mm.
30 minutes down, ladies and gentlemen. 30 minutes down. We are already getting up close to lap 4 here, completing. So heck of a race so far with a lot of changes in these positions.
Plain Fox has
6
cut
of our
that
racers.
distance on Dude 3D down to about 1 kilometer, so if all things hold, he should be able to make an overtake, but it's a difficult spot to be in for Plain Fox.
But Playing Fox definitely doesn't want to crash doing this because Playing Fox is ahead. He's just lapping Dude right now. Dude had 2 crashes so far. Yeah, Dude had 2 crashes so far. So, but it's still fun to watch some overtakes happening. Oh, shout out to Oleg Line, the cameraman, the camera person for this race, along with the
Evera, welcome in.
Ever. Yes, welcome Ever. This is the first race for Ever to be the camera person for us. Ship destroyed. Meanwhile, Herbie, unfortunate.
Oh, it's
Very
unfortunate.
unfortunate.
Again, that sucks.
The first rejoin for Herbie was massively long, because the Cutlass curse, and now a proper crash. So Herbie has only finished 1 lap at this stage.
I think we might have a Canadian. No, we might have a Canadian Maverick crash as well coming up. I don't see him moving.
Oh,
Our top 4
Yeah,
is
his
starting to
screen
get
is
into
black.
some traffic now. Fresh is coming up onto Jacobin. Jacobin just rejoined, but Fresh was not far behind him.
ship
he'll have to make
destroyed
an
for
overtake there
Canadian Mav.
soon.
You were correct about that. Canadian Mav
Through
had
the
another
letterbox
crash.
hanger too. That's unfortunate. Canadian, and because of where that crash went, it's gonna have to go all the way back to the start. Still hasn't finished that
Yep.
first lap.
I think at this stage for Canadian Mav, the battle is to finish 1 lap. And I don't know, is it the desync? What's causing all these crashes? And the more crashes take place, the more chances of debris being on the track. Are we hearing any desync chatter from the race officials? Is that what's happening? What's going on? These are more crashes than our qualifying races.
I believe there's a little bit of desync. I think it's also just a matter of having way more pilots on the track. So it might not be the same or a higher rate of crashes. I think it'd be interesting to take a look at that kind of statistic.
That's a good point. We do have not only
However-
more racers, but we also have more staff. We've got it's a busy day out here in Lorville.
Very busy, and but however, I don't know. It has to be a level playing field for everybody, because at least the top 5 and Rentier, they haven't had any single crash. So Rentier has survived so far. So maybe it's, I don't know, frame rates or something, being in the right shot.
I'd like to point out Fresh made his overtake on Jacobin. Bolthawk is going to be making an overtake on Jacobin soon as well, if he can continue flying as he is.
Crash's overtake over Jacobin doesn't count. That is team orders. That's what happened with Herbie. He crashed while letting Fresh overtake, wasn't it? During the qualifying. Ship destroyed.
Yeah.
Huru again. Oh,
Huru.
Huru
Oh,
is
that's a shame for Huru.
not
He
having
did so
a
much
good
better in the
race.
qualifiers in that sense.
Absolutely. Yep. Just terrible for Huru today. Huru is dropped to 13. Huru started in the 10th position, is now running in 13th position. We're still waiting for 5 laps to finish before we show you the lap breakdown and show you all the spaghetti pasta.
We still have, I think, the most interesting battle right now on the track is Plain Fox and Dude 3D. Plain Fox still working to make that overtake.
Still not happening.
Looks like he might have lost a little
So-
bit of gap though. Dude 3D might have sped up a bit.
Yeah, it does
Imagine
look
if
like
Dude
that, too.
hadn't crashed.
Oh, he'd
Be
battle
far
me up
ahead.
top. Yeah.
He'd be up top there. Beautiful view. Great skill. Look at the speed.
For all of our viewers,
So
just a
good.
quick reminder, you're going to see throughout the race, you're going to see some shout outs going out live in the Twitch chat. That is almost primarily for the commentary team. If you want to check out any of these content creators, all you got to do is click those links. We're going to give you some additional information at the end of the race if you're interested in any of our craziness. But you're going to see those live in Twitch chat. Click those, drop some support if you'd like, and check out their content.
Oh, the scap's getting low now between Plain Fox and D3D.
So
Still
Dash, one thing we
1K.
haven't seen yet
1K,
is
yeah.
we're going to have a chronological thing happen eventually, and that's going to be nightfall. What happens to the racers? What happens to this track when this thing gets dark? What are we doing, Dash?
Ooh.
Where'd Dash go? Dash, you're muted again. Dash went away.
Yes.
Dirk, what happens when this track gets dark?
Some races will have a program that allows them to see things a little bit brighter. And if you don't have that, it gets very, very dark and you have to be
Ooh.
spamming your ping. And oh no, that's a liquid crash.
Oh, liquid
Although
crashed.
not great, but
No.
if there's any consolation on that, it happened right near the start finish. So if he can get a quick respawn in, he should be able to hold his 4th position anyways. File's coming in right now. So we'll see how quick Liquid can get there.
What is the interval? It just says +1 lap. Oh, I need this. I want Liquid to not lose the position.
That was lap 4 for Liquid.
File's
Ricky is
coming up
supporting
towards the
Boltok
start finish
today,
right now.
and Boltok is looking very strong. 25 seconds behind Fresh. 13 seconds ahead of Shaknu. Shaknu is a surprise. Like did you guys know Shaknu before?
Yeah,
I did know
Shaknu
him
taught me how to
before,
race.
and he's a robot.
Wow.
He,
Wow.
when he has his sights on something, he will train and train and train for it. And I can see that coming through here. This is his old self coming through.
Shaknu, in my opinion, might be I think he's a top 5 racer if you take all of the races in Star Citizen. He, like I say, he taught me everything I know about racing. He taught the XGR racing class for a while. And yeah, he's an incredible pilot.
Awesome. See, for me, and I think for Papa Juggernaut as well, ship destroyed for playing Fox. Oh, so that overtake looks like it's
Oh,
not
that's
gonna
too
happen
bad.
now.
That was
That's
a
not
good
gonna
fight.
happen now. Yeah. So we still get to see, we still haven't seen Splend race, and a lot of other races we haven't seen racing yet. But then again, there are a lot of people in the chat who we have seen racing. We have seen Luigi race, we have seen Ricky race, Miffy, Gerbo the Gnome, not a gnome. We have seen all these guys race in different races of Crux Cup, because Crux Cup keeps happening all over the year. It's like a proper Grand Prix now. It's a proper Formula One championship now. It's an endurance championship. So there's still some big names we are yet to see in the race. So for me, Shaknu is a surprise, and what a happy surprise for me. I love learning about different racers. Absolutely beautiful.
Liquid's getting his rejoin in right now.
There
Cool.
we go.
And
I gotta just
speaking
say-
of Formula One, Lens, our own Max Verstappen is actually running some GT4 action in Nürburgring today, which is getting a lot of news.
Yeah, I remember there was this premiere of the Formula One movie. Max Verstappen just ditched it, and he says, "Yeah, I'm going to spend time with my child, my daughter." And next thing you know, he just went to Nürburgring and set a new lap record. I don't know which car he was driving. That was also another Porsche, I reckon. He just went to Nürburgring, set a new lap record, and that's how he spends his free time.
Yep. And the funny thing is, he's at the Nürburgring, which is similar to this racetrack, except for they needed to. You have to have an instructor if it's your first time. Could you imagine being the instructor for a 4-time Formula One champion, trying to tell them how to drive a racetrack?
Well, either you have to be very good or just an absolute noob like me. So. I gotta say one thing. Gerbo has said that Ricky is here to support the Sangosuna pit crew. You know, today the people who really need the best support are the Sangosuna pit crew. They have been overworked today, but there has been a huge gap now between crashes. But Liquid Prime was our last crash, so really unfortunate for Liquid to crash. But we know Sangosuna pit crew is very fast on action, and Liquid will be joining very, very soon. He's probably already joined.
Yeah, we have an interesting development on that point because so Tint and Liquid have both only had one crash. And Liquid, when he rejoined just in front of Tint. So they are in a bit of a battle right now. We'll see if Tint can catch up to Liquid to overtake him. And then outside of that, we have File not too far behind that group either. Yeah, so it's a good race going right now.
I'm very
Tint is
surprised to be
also-
saying this, but I got to tell you guys, the next crash will be our 20th crash of the race, and we're only 5 laps into this thing.
Jesus.
Shall we have the lap breakdown? We have 5 laps now. Let's have a look.
We're on lap number 5. There we go.
At the
And
straight
there's the
line.
spaghetti we were talking about.
Oh boy, it's very yummy. That's what I will say.
What a great
Drunk-
jump from
break
File
it
coming
down.
all the way up from 12.
Yeah.
That's my favorite one to see on this. We do have
That's
the
beautiful.
flat spaghetti at the top. So I will say very good job of Liquid. Even though he had a crash, he still managed to come back in and not have a drop. So that's good for him position-wise. Tint's been holding pretty steady in a battle there with File. Yeah, if you're looking at these lines as their positions change throughout the laps, we have the big drop of Plain Fox and Jelly, Dude 3D, and Haru, and they're trying to make their way back up. Jackaden actually ahead of his starting position, even though he's had quite a few crashes.
Yeah.
The
We've
biggest
got
winner
our,
is File, 100%.
yeah, File's definitely the winner so far in terms of taking advantage of all the crashes that everybody else has had. We've got our Fettuccine 4 and our Spaghetti 11 down here.
But the
I'm
biggest
just going to keep
loser
doing
has
this all
to
day, guys.
be-
It's sad.
Yeah, let's keep at it. The biggest loser has to be Playing Fox so far, I reckon, or also
Herbie as well.
Jelly's made a good recovery too. Yes, Herbie as well, and good racer Quelsar. Looks like he's not flying his Dune Ornithopter today or a SnowRunner truck. He is actually flying the Razor. So good luck, Quelsar. Keep at it. That's a good position game
Yeah,
for
Kelsar
you.
had a crash early, but he's been doing good since then, and he's been flying fairly smooth. The traffic at the beginning of the race is very difficult to work with, so I'm not surprised we had a lot of crashes early.
Yeah, it's a
So
little
many
busy.
crashes. I think we had what 9 crashes on lap 1. 8 crashes on lap 1. Well,
crashes.
technically a lot more because Canadian had multiple crashes and he still hasn't finished lap 1, so we still have that count going. But yeah, other than that, Jelly, Canadian, Dude 3D, Jacqueline, Quelsar, Playing Fox, who they all crashed on lap 1.
So when we got rudely interrupted by some racers, oh my gosh, not again. It's Playing Fox.
That's
No.
Really bad
that's
luck.
unfortunate.
really bad. Yeah, we saw Playing Fox had a terrible luck today.
Well, it seems like every time I ask this question, we're going to have a crash. So maybe I shouldn't ask it. But my question is this: Dirk, you were starting to elaborate for us. We're getting close to nightfall here. What are these racers doing when this turns dark?
They're going to be either spamming their ping in order to see things, or if someone has set up the app to see a little bit better with some preloads, they're able to change the like the gamma and the brightness. So we saw at the EU qualifier, whenever we went to Fresh's POV, we did see sort of an easier view. So we'll see if more racers are taking advantage of that.
Okay. So I'm looking at the leaderboard here, and it does show that Bull Talk is a full lap behind Fresh. Does anybody else's numbers reflect that?
That's just Bull Talk
Yep.
not finished his lap yet, but he's
Okay.
he's coming up right now, so we'll see it in a second here.
Good deal. Good deal.
But that's still a huge lead for Fresh. Very consistent. What are Fresh's lap times so far? Are they consistent?
Yeah, he's below 8 minutes 50 seconds consistently almost every lap, and no one else has managed anything below an 850 today. Really, nothing below much of it, like an 855, 852 outside of Fresh.
Dirk, I think I missed one, but the fastest lap time I have right now is from Fresh, and it's 8:46. Do your numbers reflect the same?
Yeah, that sounds about right. Yep.
Yeah. So he just finished his most recent lap at 8:47, but he finished lap number 2 at 8:46, and another crash for Tint.
Oh, no.
Oh, Tim was running
no.
6
Oh
too.
no, that's a
It was too
huge fall
good.
down for Tint.
But
He was doing
Tint
a really
had to
good
be
job
at
up
the
till now.
50% mark.
Hence
Hopefully.
lost Quelsar's gain though. So wow, good luck. Quelsar had a terrible qualifying. But today, 6th position now. I think he's good. Do you guys think he will jump Tint?
I didn't see where he was.
We just gotta
Was
look at the
sixth,
total
but it
time, really.
is. I mean, it is possible. The thing that I see a lot of people are going to have to struggle overcoming is our top three are crash free still.
It's
That
true.
may be
Rentier
insurmountable.
Rentier too. No crash. Oh, Quelsar is 3 minutes behind, so I still think Quelsar will jump Tint, but Tint might take it back.
Yeah, assuming Tint's able to get back here quick. I think he's got a pretty good pit crew going for him as well. He's been having some very quick respawns. Jackaden also potentially in the striking zone of being able to make an overtake on Tint here if he can complete this lap safely.
If Jackoden makes it, Jellyhead will make it too, because only 39 seconds gap after that.
Ladies and gentlemen,
this can get tricky.
we have to announce Canadian Maverick has completed a lap at 42.5 minutes.
Let's go,
There he
Canada!
is. Good job, man.
Let's go. I don't know what that is about.
Maple
Let's go, bud.
power.
Maple power. That's
Hey,
good.
right, buddy?
Bring
Doesn't
out
matter,
all
you-
your Canadian stereotypes.
For all
Fortunately, the
the
Canadian accent requires a lot of swearing, so I can't really do it that well on stream.
not on Twitch, we love our terms of service.
Good
Okay,
job.
so ladies and
Red
gentlemen, you
Monster
see
will
right
be
there on the
happy.
leaderboard, Fresh has a commanding lead there. It is lengthened from Bull Talk. It is now 35 seconds ahead of Bull Talk. Shaq another 12 behind that, almost 13 behind that. That top three is in a comfortable position, but that top three is pretty far apart from each other.
And there's File getting his lap done
Yeah.
and completing the overtake of Liquid. He was already ahead for a while there since Liquid's crash.
Wow.
But Liquid is trying to
Wow.
catch up to File right now, so we'll see what that gap is
Wow.
when Liquid crosses the start-finish line and see how much he needs to make up in order to get back up to File.
File delivering the goods today. You guys talked about File. Derm told us File is madly good. And in the Grand Prix today, when it really matters, he's delivering. That is very cool to see. The Expanse crew must
And
be
here's
very
Liquid
excited
coming
right
up on
now.
the start line. So not too far behind. Could see a good battle here.
Yeah, Tint is back on track as well, so he's gotten a very quick respawn. I'm trying to see. He's actually just behind Kelsar, so we now have a tight battle between the two of them. They're seconds apart.
Yeah, File might be my early leader in the driver of the day standings.
Done a heck of a job so far. It's really impressive move up in the grid.
He's been very impressive on the online racing leaderboards, doing a great job of rising up those leaderboards. I see him near the top almost every season.
And let's talk about the value of endurance again. When we look at these races, we've got 2 hours. For those who have a support crew, it does a heck of a lot for them. But in terms of difference between performance, in the qualifying racers, File had 5 crashes during that race, really suffered. It hurt their position. Now File has had a grand total of 0 crashes and has moved all the way up from a 12 to 4.
I don't want to interrupt all the glazing of File, but his name has stopped and disappeared on track. I haven't seen an update yet, but I think he's had a crash.
Oh,
There
Yes,
it is.
there you go. There it
and
is.
there's the commentator's
Unbelievable.
curse.
That is.
No. Only when Len says it.
Oh,
It is
no,
really
I'm not happy
unfortunate
with
for
that.
File.
I'm not happy with that at all. File was, well, today he has the crew though, so I'm very sure he'll be back very quickly, and the status quo will be maintained because Liquid crashed, File jumped, now File has crashed. Hopefully he will come right back in 5th position. That's my hope. Tint also had a crash. The winner in this whole thingy will probably be Quelsar, but let's see how this unfolds in 1 or 2 laps.
I want to take a
He's-
second here to
he's-
recognize somebody that you may have just seen on track, everybody, if you're watching this. We are currently looking at Oleg Lime's camera view. You saw Tint flying across, but one of the names you saw Tint pass was Finchzar. Finchzar is a new volunteer virtual photographer for us here at Anzia. They are providing some of the amazing visuals that we're going to see after the race. So welcome to Finch to the team. Thank you for doing some virtual photography work here at the championship race.
I gotta give a huge shout out to File's
Actually,
support team because he's already flying back down on the track right
Yeah.
now. He's done a
Wow.
very
Oh,
good
go
respawn.
Expanse Union. That's
Wow.
lovely to see it.
That
What an
support team.
entry into competition racing.
Beautiful.
awesome. Very nice. Look at the gap here. Our leader is on 6th lap. Canadian Map has only finished 1 lap. Really brutal track, just unreal. Uh, the spaghetti pasta of Lorville, unreal. I wonder what's going to happen in the new Babbage when we come to those races. Very
We
exciting.
get over to New Babbage Ghost. Beautiful track designed
it's a
in the
great
city of Microtech. But that's a planet. The city is New Babbage, but the planet is Microtech. I know what I'm
All
doing,
right,
guys. I
Papa
played this
Miguel,
game.
not.
They say New Babbage in French. That's what
Is it New Babbage?
New
I mean.
Babbage.
New Babbage. Yeah, we should have Yannick here. I look at that Fresh and Canadian Map together, going through the multiple S's.
Mhm.
This should be interesting to see how quickly Fresh is going to overtake. This is a very cool angle to see the different lines they take. Oh, you're in the cockpit.
Yeah, Fresh
Yeah,
doing
yeah. Have a
everything
look
he
at that.
can
Have a
to
look at
keep
that.
his TVI on track. You'll see that Canadian Maverick is taking tighter lines, but I believe the way that Fresh is taking these lines is in order to keep more time on TVI, to keep a higher top
Yeah.
speed, and
Did
it
you see how
is
quickly Fresh
certainly
caught up?
helping. Yeah,
How
it's
quickly Fresh
crazy.
caught up. He's just absolutely ignoring Canadian Map there. Like he says, "Yep, you go there. I'm gonna go there." I think the overtake is already done. There, he just checked his right view camera, view mirror, and the overtake is already done. That is Fresh for you. Genius move.
Oh,
Just
I mean,
absolutely awesome.
we talked about it during the qualifying race. Fresh has put in a lot of time on this course, and we're just seeing it. We saw it in the qualifier. We're definitely seeing it today, where he knows where the ships are going to be. He knows where the distance is in each corner, and for the young racers and aspiring racers, that is the advantage of putting in the practice time. You're seeing it with Fresh, where he's running these consistent lap times in the 8:47, 8:46 range.
Ricky's asking for pilot labels for the POV takes. We actually asked Echo about this last qualifying. It's actually because
If
of the
they're,
widescreen. Yeah.
It is.
The
It is. If they're
widescreen.
running widescreen, you won't be able to see it. But if you look at the bottom left right now, you can see their handle there. So Everett is who we're looking at. If they're running 1080p, you'll see their name there. But I will try and improve that in the future.
We have a good battle developing right now between Jellyhead Maid and Haru. I don't know if we have any eyes on that one, but they're very close together right now.
But they
Everer is
are
also a new camera operator for us. Len's talking about Everer earlier. That's a tough word combo. So big thanks to Everer for joining our team and providing some overhead views today.
And Jellyhead trying to put another lap on Haru. Haru is officially credited with finishing 2 laps.
massive
Jelly
gap.
officially finishing 4.
Here's Charlie chasing Horo.
These are both very
Canadian
fast pilots.
Mav,
Haru's been very impressive on his debut.
Absolutely. I'm very happy for Haru to be performing so well. Also, Canadian Mav has done a really good job with his point of view. If he's got his logo on it, so that's the easiest way to identify whose camera we're looking at.
And we saw Jelly there had a little bit of a red out, had to
Yeah,
slow it
bit of a
down a little
mistake.
bit, lost some track space or track position to Haru.
Prioritizing surviving, even though he's trying to make the overtake, he's more worried about surviving these laps than just getting the overtake right away.
Our top 3 racers have completed the 6 laps. So we are approaching halfway here. If I look at a clock and I know how to tell time, yeah, we are approaching the halfway mark here. We've got it just over 6 minutes to go. Our top 3 have completed lap number 6. And once again, we're seeing a wider gap between Fresh and Boltok. It is now 40 seconds between the two.
It's a lesser gap than the qualifying race. Am I right about that?
It's about the same. Although that was a
the
slower lap
same?
from Fresh. It's an 8:51 from that last lap.
Do you think Boltok wants to push a little bit and grab the first position, or is it only going to be if Fresh crashes, then Boltok snatches the position?
I mean, I think Boltok's a great pilot, but I don't think he has the pace. I don't think he can do sub 850s consistently in order to catch up to Fresh. And it would take a lot of that, and at any point in time, if Fresh decides to put the hammer down a little bit, it's going to make it even harder on Boltok. So if I was Boltok, I would just be thinking about surviving and flying safe and trying to take advantage of a fresh crash if it comes.
The only way
Well,
to really put pressure out of the commission is to put pressure on him by make him make a mistake by being close to him, which actually puts you at greater risk.
I think that's the hard part, though, through this first GP segment, is that no one's been able to keep up with Fresh. She's been so good at the start of this.
I would point out the gap
Yeah.
between Boltok and Shaknu still is only around 14 seconds. I don't think it's grown much. So we'll see if Shaknu is able to put the hammer down a little bit, put pressure on Boltok, and try to get into a second place position. Or maybe he's just content in a third for this first GP and try to collect as many points as he can.
Ship destroyed. File. Oh no.
Oh no!
Oh, that's
File.
really-
hate to see it.
We have
This is
Liquid
bad.
Prime coming in to complete a lap, and he was going to have an overtake on File either way, but File could have recovered it, but that crash is going to make him potentially fall down further, maybe behind Tint and Kelso.
We're talking about some distances here and some gaps. And like I said, we are approaching the halfway point of this race. We are 55 minutes in, 6 laps done for our top 3 racers here. We just got an update from our race officials. We are roughly 20 minutes away from official star set time. So this is going to get dark. But as we look at the halfway point for Dirk and for Dash, do strategies need to change? Are we looking at somebody who says, okay, I've held X position for X number of minutes. I need to start getting aggressive. I need to start getting more prepared and safe. Where do you think the psychology changes, if at all?
I think it's gonna be difficult to try to get more aggressive on a track like this. You've been keeping account of all the accidents, and there's been a lot of crashes today. So I think if you are in the back half of the field, there's a risk versus reward proposition that you have to go through. You may be hoping that there's some crashes at the front of the field, but for at the top half, especially for Fresh, Boltok, and Shaknu, you're just going to run your race for right now, and you'll start reassessing once we get down to the 45, 30-minute mark of what do I need to do to start possibly getting an extra position or two. But I think for Boltok, with 40
You
seconds, you're hoping for a crash. And there is one for Liquid Prime.
That is
Oh my God,
unfortunate.
these-
There's some desync.
Oh.
I mean, I've said it before,
No.
shouting out Expanse's crew, but File is back on track again so quickly. He won't be able to make the overtake on Liquid right away. But if Liquid can get back to track quickly, he might be able to hold his position. File's got a whole lap to make up right now before he can be fighting with Liquid again, unless Liquid gets back sooner.
Last 3 crashes have been Tint, File, and Liquid. Like, man, and that's the pattern that's continuing. So File and Liquid. So it was Liquid, File, Tint, File, Liquid.
I think that just goes to show how
The-
hard these racers in the
Yeah.
next 3 positions are pushing to try to.
Yeah, they're
hold
pushing.
their spot.
These are the racers who are pushing. Fresh is pretty much set in his ways now. Boltok, as you said, is just going to keep his second position safe. Shaknu might push it, I think, later, like in the last half hour, to maybe get the second position and push it a little bit more to maybe get some kind of advantage and just have a safe race until then. But Liquid, File, Tint, these guys are trying to improve the positions they're pushing. We have Rain. Aha!
We have
And because the race can't get even more treacherous, now we add the weather
No.
into it as well.
Guys, we're
You
about
can,
See
18
some pilots
minutes.
if
with
you-
the canopy
if
going
you
down
zoom-
now.
Yeah, if you zoom in a little bit, you can see Mr. Hurston standing on one of those platforms, and that's him bringing the weather down.
This is where things get
Well, it's-
tough. We did not see this for any of the qualifiers. We now have both rain and soon to be darkness. This track is about to get as dangerous as it possibly can. I also want to take one quick second to call out something that I think is important for all of us, and that is Canadian Maverick, representing the Red Legion, has finished lap number 2 at a respectable 9.5 minutes.
Hey.
Awesome, Canadian Mav. That's good. So where does he compare? If you just if you have the access to the lab data, can you please tell me where does it actually put him if you just consider the lap times? How fast
But
is
that's
he?
put it be pretty far down. At 9.5, it might be around the 10th position.
Okay, still better than 15th position. that's the godly 10th as compared to godly 15th.
I can give you a couple of comparisons. So Jacobin's last lap was 9:25. Who else did I see? Herbie's was 9:25, and Canadian Mavs was 9:35. So again, like I said, it's not the fastest time, but it's a solid one lap completion with no crashes for Canadian Mavs. So hopefully getting back into a groove there. Would love to see that. Ironically, at the opposite end of that, Rentier's last lap was 13:05 in terms of time completion. So either Rentier decided to slow down, have a little croissant somewhere, but 13 minutes, that's a slow lap.
It's still good race for Rentier. Started at the back of the track. That's like, I think, Hulkenberg kind of a race, like an average Hulkenberg race. Pretty very, very cool race for him. Just one thing I want to point out, like if you go to the overhead view for Oleg Lime, the rain, no, now it's not there. Looks like it's not raining everywhere on the track. It's a big track, just like Nürburgring. Some places have rain, some places don't. But the rain was actually having an impact on our overview camera as well. It was very cool to see.
Jelly and Haru continue to have a great battle.
I was asking live in chat what chat would
Oh,
do if they
Jelly
were
just
racing
crashed.
today.
Jelly just crashed.
Oh no.
That was a quick stop.
Oh,
Yep,
That was a
Dang.
commentary curse.
that
Len
definitely
said it.
was. We are very effective today. No, I didn't say anything.
Yes, you did.
I just noticed the crash. Okay, I said it.
Yeah, there
Give
you
it to
go.
me.
Just own
baby.
it. Own it. But I was asking everybody in chat what they would do if they were racing, and we actually got a response not only from some of our great viewers, but a viewer who was also a racer, and that's Smithy Joe Bob. Smithy said, "I'd evaluate where everyone else is, but likely just keep going if the going was good. Not a bad idea."
Yeah, you were talking about whether Shacknew would push in the second half. I think the difficult part for Shacknew is he's something like 13 or 14 seconds behind Bull Talk, and at best he's been able to have maybe a 1 second better lap. So unfortunately, there's not going to be 13 laps for him to make up that gap. So if Shacknew does want to overtake Bull Talk, he'd have to be pushing hard, and he'd have to start pushing right away.
So the question is, that was a beautiful overtake by, or even though just a lap, Huru.
By Haru, yeah.
Yeah, that's just a lapping, not even lapping. Rentier is far ahead of Huru because Huru had multiple crashes. But however, look at the data for Sheknu. Is he doing his fastest lap times today as compared to qualifier?
No, Shacknew, in fact,
No.
just finished lap number 7 and is sitting at 9:05. So this is one of the few that has actually been over 9 minutes.
Yeah, he went through a lot of
so-
traffic, so he's 21 seconds behind. That's very, very difficult to make up.
Guys, Lorville's pollution and the traffic comes for everyone. So every one of these guys pushing in the top 5-6 positions, they will have to face traffic every now and then. So, but some people like Fresh are just very effective at handling that. This is Huru coming up on Jacodin. This will be interesting to see. Will Huru be able to overtake Jacodin?
I think these two have very, very similar paces, so it will definitely be fun to watch.
Cannot believe Huru's skill level is as good as Jacodin. That is like validation, man. That is absolute validation for Huru. I will not see. Next time I see Huru, I cannot speak to him. Like I will have to say Mr. Huru or something out of respect.
We got a fantastic finish here for consistency. Canadian Mav finished lap number 3 at 9:38. It's only 3 seconds behind their last lap time, so that's 2 consistent laps for Canadian Maverick representing the Red Legion.
And those crashes from File the last little bit are really unfortunate. He was sitting in a very consistent 5th, but now he's dropped all the way down to 8th as Jackin has just completed another lap to overtake him.
Look at the benefit to Quelsar in that. Quelsar has gone to 6th position.
6th position, yeah.
That's very good. Wow, Quelsar started in position number 14. Second last. Now running 6th. He is the biggest winner right now.
and unfortunately, File was running as high as 4, had 2 accidents, now dropped all the way down to 8th.
Yeah, he's flying a really great race. We'll see if he can stay consistent through the rest of this race. He might be able to take up another 2 positions, come back up again.
Quelsar only had 1 crash, so I'm gonna knock on the wood because I want Quelsar to do well. But also good to see the tent is holding. good. Just one blip there when he crashed again a few, I think, one lap ago, and then there was one crash just after finishing lap 1 for Tint. So good race for Tint. I would say 2 crashes. I mean, it's crazy that we're saying 1 or 2 crashes is a good race for a racer on this track, because that's the reality of this track.
Yeah, I think
to your-
this just goes to show that the best ability is the ability to fly.
No, that's exactly it. I mean, you take a look at all of our racers and all of the crashes here. I'm keeping my logs as accurate as I can. Right now, I show Kelsar, for those who have crashed, Kelsar has the lowest number of crashes at 1, and that was during lap number 1. So he has just been able to maintain consistency. Herbie has just crashed. Herbie is a ship destroyed along with...
And
Rentier.
Rentier, that's first
First.
one for him.
First for
No.
him. That's right.
Oh, Rentier,
Oh.
no.
Rentier,
Herbie's
no, in
not
French.
having a good day today.
Oh non, Rentier.
No, no, Rentier. But anyway, so as I was saying, so
C'est très dommage. C'est très dommage.
yeah, what Dirk said. Kelsar up until now had the lowest number of crashes. Kelsar had that 1 crash, but Kelsar has been trying to, I think, maintain consistency. However, to stay alive, I'm kind of curious because Kelsar's last lap was 10 minutes and 6 seconds. So I'm wondering, did he have to slow it down to get through some of these challenging curves, turns, letterboxes, all these different things that Kelsar's had to do? I'm really curious how he got a 10-minute mile or a 10-minute lap. But you know, he's again staying alive, and now we're talking about Kelsar moving up the track. So this is the pathway to success.
Eighth lap for Fresh now on lap 8. Finished 7 laps. Ball Talk 7. Jackanu 7. Liquid 6. Tint, Quelsar, Jacodin 6. These guys are fighting. They're definitely fighting for position. I'm glad to see that Jacodin is not having a bad race today. Good. He deserves to have a good race, because he had, I think, a couple of crashes back to back on lap 2. Lap 1, Jacodin crashed. Lap 2, Jacodin crashed. It and felt like, oh my god, so demoralizing. How is he going to recover back? But good to see he's in 7th position. Terrible for File though.
An endurance race. You got to stay alive.
Endurance
We talked about
race.
this at the launch of the race. You got to stay alive on these endurance races. The setbacks can be huge, as we've seen, certainly with the most extremely with Canadian Maverick. But the longer you're on the track, the longer you're moving forward, the better you're going to do in any of these endurances. And for those of you who are wondering, this is part of Crux Cup 2955. It is long endurance races, including the world record holding Crux Cup 24-hour race that we completed months ago. That is now a record holder in the world of gaming.
That was a beautiful moment for Anzia Racing. A lot of first ones, and an
Jelly
incident for Jellyhead did not finish. What?
Jelly's called it
What?
a day. That's unfortunate.
Oh, Jelly just. Oh no! What was?
We had some reports of desyncs. It seems he's had a few issues with desync, and I believe that's caused him to make the decision that he wasn't having fun. And you know what? That's what's the most important about racing, is having fun.
Kelsar crash.
Get it. Kelsar. Oh no! I
You're
did
running
knock the
6th
wood.
at
So
that time.
there's 1 minute and 24 gap for him between Jacodin. I think Jacodin is definitely going to overtake Kelsar. File, maybe pushing it a little bit closer. We shall see.
File
They're
might be
all
able
on
to
lap
do that.
6.
Yeah, it's like maybe a little under or a little over 5 minutes. Respawn can take up to 5 minutes depending on how quick you can get out there. Unless
So
apparently
we
you're
might have a battle.
helped by the Expanse team, and then it's a 30-second respawn from what I've seen.
Fair point.
Is it their respawn ship causing all the desync? Did Spark too close?
They parked it on top of the track, and everyone gets out right away. Yeah.
Yeah, I bet Kelsar wouldn't have crashed if he was in a Mustang. I agree with you, Smith. And Smith has a point for you, Dirk. Stop showing your bilingualism, please.
I love that the guy who said that is the guy who has, 3 accents running at the same time? Lens, you shush.
Didn't park
was
the
Smithy.
Lang.
Yeah, but you read it. Smithy's over there in chat. You're the one reading it, and you've got Three accents running. And he's
Oh no,
Jacketed had a
another
crash.
jacketing
Another
crash.
jacketed crash.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Advantage
Oh, that's
file,
unfortunate.
guys. Advantage file. The order shall be restored.
Those two crashes,
Okay.
yeah, he can move up into the sixth
Yes.
position if he stays consistent here.
And this is also gonna help our French friend Rentier, because yeah, he crashed the first of all of these. Rain is telling us there's a Polaris at the by the track, and they're trying to clear it off.
I will say thus far for the officiating team, they have been trying to move a Polaris that is around, I believe it's gate 1. It has not been movable at this point, so hopefully it's not causing any significant desync or framing issues. But yeah, there is a Polaris that just poof appeared.
So I'll point out, you asked before if the rain was going to cause much difference. Fresh's laps have come down, or they've slowed down. He's up. His last lap before this was an 850, and now he's on an 852. These are the first laps above an 850 for Fresh. We'll see his Bulltalk crosses. He did an 858 last lap. His lap should be updating here in a moment. An 857. So he's also slowing down. All these racers are slowing down with the rain.
Speaking of which,
And
Tint.
another crash for Tint. That's going to help File as well. That should get File
going
back up to fifth.
There we go.
You know, but I'm
There we
really
go.
glad, you know, this is the
like
kind
it.
of
I like this.
insight that I love getting from you, because when we take a look at things like this in the data, maybe that explains why Kelsar was slowing down. Maybe that explains, you know, that 10-minute, 9.5-minute, maybe they had to be more cautious so that they could actually see where the heck they were going.
Miffy, I didn't do anything. I've been knocking wood. The wood in front of me has dents in it. Experiencing desyncs for noise maze, and there was another message from Noise earlier where he said the shout out to our staff who have been moving mountains and capital ships for our racers. I did read that. I forgot to talk about it, but yeah, we're trying to move the Polaris by the track, and if a Polaris can be moved, Rain can figure it out.
And Smithy, I can certainly echo the sentiment that Len said. He's done nothing. I can absolutely tell you that that's the case. 100%.
Look at this beautiful
Look how
shot.
hard that rain's
We are
coming
in
down.
Blade Runner.
Yeah.
We are in Blade Runner, guys.
Here comes File.
What a beautiful time for gaming.
Len,
comes
what
Between
if
the
all this-
rain and the lights here at Hurston really create a cyberpunk feel, and I love
Absolutely.
it.
Lens,
So
isn't
from-
that what we were talking about during the qualifier? We were saying that this was, what was it,
Exactly.
medical cyan or something? What was that section?
Yeah, the medical science segment of
Yeah.
Laurel City. Yeah.
So we were talking about after the crashes from Jacketed and Kelsar about File being able to get some overtakes. From the overhead view, it looks like File has managed to get just ahead of Jacketed, but Kelsar's just ahead of him. Although now his marker has stopped, so File might have the overtake on Kelsar for sure. And we'll see if Jacketed can catch up to File, or if File's going to hold on and jump up all the way to 5th.
I'm seeing File keep moving. They're doing all right.
Next couple of laps.
Kelsar.
At
Wait,
least
wait, wait.
Ship destroyed. Quelsar again.
Kelsar again.
Yeah, his marker had stopped moving.
What's the number right now, Papa J? How many crashes so far? Oh,
That
definitely
is
more
3
than-
for Kelsar and 2 in the last lap.
No, but how many in total for us?
Oh, I don't know. You're asking me to count numbers that are big. I'll get back to you. I'll start counting. I don't know, man. I don't do school no more.
20 plus? 20 crashes?
Oh yeah, we're probably north of 25 at this point.
Gee, man, that's more than both the qualifying race crashes, or maybe pretty much close to that.
I have Jackeden's marker
Oh.
stopped moving. I think he's also
Oh,
crashed
yep, he
now.
disappeared. He's gone. Definitely.
So this is really good news for File. He's definitely going to take 2 positions at the least when he completes his next lap.
Whatever this crash is,
Imagine.
if this was a crash that we just saw, we just saw that marker stop. If that is a crash, that will be crash 31.
Oh, my. Oh,
If not,
my.
we're sitting at 30 right now. Nope, there it is.
Wow.
Okay.
There's Jacker.
So
Another one for
Jacketed is
Jacketed.
Crash 31.
Imagine if File didn't crash. Imagine. He would be.
He might be sitting in 4th.
He would be. Yeah, exactly. He would. I mean, we still gotta see. Quelsar had a couple of crashes. Tint had a crash. Jacketed just had a crash. We still might see by the time they finish their what lap are they on? Like 7th lap now. We might see a shift. The spaghetti might get even more complex.
I
on
do see Tint
level.
coming back in, so I would say it will probably be File jumping up into 6 and Tint holding on to his 5th position.
We've got a question in chat here from Gunmonkey Mark. Do any of the racers utilize spotters to assist with overtakes and upcoming traffic?
Yes, they do. I can speak for sure for at least 1 or 2 teams. They have race engineers who are watching the track and letting them know when someone's coming up on them or what their gap is on other pilots.
There you go. And again, this is one of the benefits for having a support crew. If you've got people, Liquid Prime is not moving.
Oh no.
Oh,
That is
file
that is a
advantage
big
file.
Liquid Prime.
Advantage file. This is going
For-
to help Tint and File.
Well, for
There we
Liquid,
go.
he was at the halfway mark at least, so if he gets a quick respawn, he should be able to hold his position and not drop any, but he has to get a very quick respawn going here.
This is plus 1 lap. That's correct.
I want to take a quick second. We are at 1 hour and 15 minutes into this race, folks. We got a 45-minute time limit to go where we're going to be dropping a white flag here. But if you have not done it already, a link just went into chat. Go check out Anzia Racing's merch. All you got to do is click the link in chat or go to anziaracing.com/merch. Pick up your favorite apparel items or other ways to support Anzia Racing. And all of your money goes into these races. It helps fund prize pools. It helps fund the research into all the time that is spent into this. That is how you can support the org that gives you the record-setting and absolutely best races in the verse today.
Just reading the comment, Mariki, that he demands a lens home tour to admire his voodoo racing dolls. Well, if you change to the commentator's camera point of view, you will see me holding them right now and me putting needles in them.
I'm pretty sure nobody signed up in chat to see you, so let's not do that.
Jeez. And hence, my voodoo magic is protected.
Yeah, right. Hence, the Papa Juggernaut doll just came out.
Did you feel a prick? Oh no, Papa
Ow.
Juggernaut has just crashed.
That's right. Yeah. Oh no, Papa Juggernaut has just had a stroke. This is not good. For anybody who is
Guys, have a
watching
look.
live right now, I do want to let you guys know if you have never seen Star Citizen before or you've never seen a Star Citizen race, you are looking at some of the best lighting in game right now. You are staring at the city of Lorville on the planet Hurston, which was recently revamped. What do you guys do? About a year and a half ago? When did Lorville 2.0 get debuted?
I think a year
remember?
ago. I think
File,
a year ago.
And-
file crash.
Well, I
no.
just taken advantage of those crashes.
Oh no, File, that sucks.
It's like the
Terrible
status quo is
timing.
kind of maintaining itself. These guys just keep crashing after one another, and it's just the positions are not really moving. It's a respawn game at this point.
Yeah.
New one.
We see, I can see Liquid Prime's
Jellyhead.
name.
Wait, what?
Jellyhead just crashed. Oh no!
Jellyhead dipped out. What are we doing? I'm confused.
Comment at lap line nearly killed Fed.
Fedical.
Oh, Fedical.
Okay.
Interesting.
Jellyhead decided if I can't win, no one else can. I'm going to kill the officials. Just went after Fed. But
That's
anyways,
a 5-place grid penalty.
as I was saying, guys, the for anybody who has not seen this, or if you've never seen the racing, or you've never been to Lorville, this is some of the absolute lighting beauty that you get to check out in the game Star Citizen. The level of detail and the just incredible lighting effects are something that you will probably not see in almost any other game. So we're all looking forward to the beta and the eventual 1.0 release of Star Citizen. But if you want to check it out and you've never played Star Citizen before, just go to play.sc and start your free account.
I do want to point
Who's
out,
Matter Federal?
Jellyhead's not even in game, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, Jelly's
Oh, that
not. He's
happens.
DNF. Jelly-
he's not even logged into the game anymore.
Yeah, that's weird. But his avatar might still be existing there because he was in
Maybe
a
that's
combat
bad.
or something. Jelly, can I ask you, what was causing all the collisions for you? Meanwhile, another ship destroyed for Quelsar. Yeah,
Another one for
Uh,
Pulsar.
I'm
Ay,
predicting. I am predicting another crash for Tint and Liquid soon.
Don't do that.
That's the cycle. It's gonna happen. It's inevitable. Definitely a commentator's curse.
Well, yeah, if you're calling for it.
I'm
So-
just going back into the history of what's been happening. So these guys are pushing. I'm happy for that because if you're not crashing, you're not pushing.
Jelly
had
gave
that,
you your answer, Lens. Take a look.
Oh, there you go.
The Jelly is saying that all but one was desync. So unfortunately, it's the Polaris and the Idris is causing it. It's the location. Lorville is very intensive. Yeah.
Although I
Lens
did
would
notice
also-
in the recent patch, I think it was the recent patch notes for 4.3.1. They are adding some new visual capabilities. They upgraded the Vulkan integration. Am I remembering correctly? So I think hopefully that they're on still that path of not being optimized, but trying to make all the tech work together. That's just me. I don't know anything about it. Somebody else can speak to that if they know what they're talking about.
So a little bit of a grid update or position update. Liquid Prime had that crash, and Tint was in the best position to take advantage of it, but Liquid did get back to track fairly quickly, and Tint is still about half a track behind him. Maybe a little bit less, maybe a few minutes. But Tint and Do 3D are having an interesting battle right now between each other. They are very close.
Echo, I'm feeling a little peckish. If you wouldn't mind, could you bring up our spaghettification? If you could check out our
Let's have a look
race
at the position
positions.
of Shark.
Lap 10 is a good time to do it.
Ooh.
Look at that. Oh,
The-
so much spaghetti.
Oh,
Oh, no,
Lap 10 was late.
File.
File crashed again. Didn't I just predict it?
You stop.
Liquid had a
That is- you-
momentary drop there and then back up
Yeah.
again. So he's not quite flat as the top three are. They've all held their position.
Yeah, that's very
unfortunate.
impressive.
You see
Look at-
Files'
look at
line moved
the-
all the way up to the 5th spot, got to 4th, and in the last 3 laps, it's just been up and down for him. Just unfortunate, but still a great effort after starting in 12th.
Yeah, between
Look
lap
at the
7 and
line
8, we didn't
for-
have a huge transition, but between 8 and 9, we're getting a lot of changes here. It's also worth noting that our top 3 racers are full 2 laps ahead of everybody.
Shaqnu crashed. Shaqnu.
Shaq,
That's going to be a big shakeup now.
Oh.
So that's going to move Liquid onto the podium.
Liquid.
Well, no.
No, no.
Not
He's
not
2 laps
necessarily.
down,
laps
so
behind.
Shaqnu will stay there.
Yeah.
Liquid
But-
will only be 1 lap down in a second here. He's about to cross the start finish. So we'll have to see how quickly Shaqnu can get back on the track. If he gets back to track quickly, he can hold his spot.
Brunk, do you
It
know
could- it
where
also
Shaq was for the
depends-
crash?
Yeah, I was going to say that too. Was he on
I
the second
missed
half
it.
of the lap?
I didn't see. But judging by Fresh's position and Boltock's position, he would have been in the first half. He would not have been in the second half.
Jacqueline crashed.
So this is pretty big for Liquid. If Liquid can get moving quickly here.
That is
Oh no,
Jacobin's fifth
Liquid stop
crash.
moving. Liquid's marker stop moving.
Liquid crashed. And I called that too. Oh my god, I'm not happy about it. I'm back
And
in
it was
the
just
called
lead.
before
those at the
crossing
start
the
of the
start
race.
finish line, so that is a huge loss for Liquid. He's gonna have to go to the halfway mark instead of starting at the start of the track. He was almost about to cross, so that's a huge loss for him.
So what that
Also-
means is that Shaqnu has nothing to worry about.
That means that Tint likely makes an overtake on Liquid here.
He's 40 seconds behind. Yeah, good. Keep
No,
keep
well,
at
yeah,
it.
he'll be
Tint.
he'll be ahead of him by a couple minutes here if Tint crosses the start finish without crashing.
I think my count is accurate here, but that also makes Jacobin the first racer with 5 crashes.
Who's got the most crashes? Is it Jacqueline?
It is. It's Jacobin with 5. We've
It
got
is
quite a
Jacobin,
few with 4. Liquid
yeah.
Prime has had 4.
Yeah.
Who else? File has
So
had
the
4.
l-
Kelsar has had 4. Canadian Maverick had 3. But again, let's talk about Canadian Maverick for a second, even though we're seeing changes at the top. Canadian Maverick has completed 5 laps.
5 laps.
Last lap time was 10 minutes, so staying cautious, but
Herbie
staying
crashed
alive.
again.
Herbie. So that brings Herbie to 3.
3. So when we were looking at the lap breakdown, Herbie has one of the worst races today. Absolute destruction for him. His line was just absolute horrible. He started 9th. Now he's 13th. Very bad
I
race for
genuinely
Herbie
think
today.
Well, no, to your point, I think Kirby has genuinely, probably my guess is, and Dirk or Dash, you guys are the race experts, you can correct me if you think something else, but I think Herbie has missed checkpoints because Herbie's last lap time was almost 19 minutes. That looks like they're having to go back.
That's either
Maybe the
crashes or
mic
that
issue.
is a missing a checkpoint, I believe.
Herbie has not had a crash in something like 4 to 5 laps.
The worst race for
maybe it's a missed
today
crash.
is playing Fox, but dude has just stepped up above Quelsar. Wow,
Rentier
dude,
is
he's
taking the
still in
position
there.
ahead, Liquid.
Rentier's fastest lap 12:22. Last lap was 20 minutes and 40 seconds. So Rentier being very, very cautious, probably too cautious to finish top 10.
Hints made an overtake on Liquid. That File is going to be
Yep.
on his tail next too.
Yeah,
Wow,
Liquid
love to
just
see that.
doing great, and the later part of the race is not going that well. It's slowly liquidating for him.
Wow, little bit of a competitive trash talking going in chat here. Smithy is talking about one of our commentators.
What is that?
All the commentators are jumping in, going, "What did he say? What did he say?"
I know. Smithy was asking for my services for the next Crux Cup for the Voodoo dolls. They are collective edition.
Oh,
I
very
only
nice.
sell them with ship packages now.
So it's limited. It's limited availability. We only have 3 waves of sales, and they're
Yep.
tied to Idris's. Yeah, nice.
I have learned from the best, and you know who I'm talking about.
Hi, Chris Roberts.
Don't worry,
We
Jack.
did
we don't
because we
well,
care.
yeah,
Love
same
the
as
echo
me.
flip here on this
Echo
course.
flip is great. Yeah, that was beautiful. It especially looks very nice in the nighttime.
Good job, Liquid Prime.
Yeah, half of the racers are also commentators. I guess it's commentators cursing cursors. Yeah, it's the circle of
Oh.
life, eating its snake, eating its own tail.
Echo, you have to confirm for us that you're
Possible
getting a head
pull
pat
there.
somehow. You have a redemption.
Oh, thank you. I feel it. I appreciate everyone.
I do see Shaqnu back on track, so he was able to hold his position.
Yeah, but he had nothing to worry about. Luke just crashed, but it's more the gap between Tint and Shackleton now. But Tint is already 1 lap down. He hasn't finished his lap yet. Our leaders are 9 laps finished.
Yeah,
The
Boltok licking
bottom-
the edge. Boltok licking the edge of a 9-minute lap. Finished their last lap at 8:59 and 24 microseconds. Oh, okay. It's a ship turn. I was like, what am I watching on camera? That jolted a little. But yeah, coming up on the 9-minute lap time for Boltok. Fresh still sitting at 8:53. Has been very consistently between 8:54 and 8:50.
Yeah, Fresh
Polaris-
6 seconds a lap faster right now, and you can see that in the chart where it's a 58-second lead now.
Really, just,
Yeah, and that's ever since. Oh, there's his Fresh's first below 850 since the rain started. He just did an 848.
Oh yeah, good call. Good call.
Fresh just needs to nurse at home now. Meanwhile, Rain is telling us that the Polaris has managed to move closer to the track, so please be aware of the location of the Polaris racers and just keep it tidy. How this race has shifted its texture is amazing. The grid has shifted a lot. Like Playing Fox, the biggest loser today, from my understanding. Huru had terrible race. Quelsar was having a great race, was running 6th at one point, but then multiple crashes brought him to 9th position. Liquid was having the best race ever, and then so many crashes and pushed him down to 5th. The result, 1 lap down from Tint now.
Congratulations to Fresh for finishing 10 laps in this race. We are not quite 3/4 done. We're sitting at 1:28, and they finished a couple minutes ago, so making great time. But 10 laps down for Fresh. Boltok just finished number 10 at an even 9-minute lap time.
Yeah, it's just a terminology of saying biggest winners and losers. Playing Fox is such a cool night. I really didn't want him to have such a bad race today, but because of the crashes, it's just sad to see. How many
It's a-
ships
it's
have you
a tough-
supplied today in Sangus Luna? Sorry.
Sorry, what was that?
How many ships have you guys supplied today? Do you know?
I'll have to ask you if they kept track, but they've been keeping up the stock, from what I understand.
But I may have been wrong, Lens. Maybe that Hercules wasn't bringing the winning ships. Maybe it was bringing the Sanguis Luna supply.
The supply dropship, yes.
Yeah.
So that's the dropship gameplay CIG was talking about. Okay.
Still waiting on Shaknu to finish lap number 10. They did just encounter their first crash for the entire race. Really, really unfortunate setback for Shaknu. They were probably close there, so hopefully not too much of a setback. But yeah, they're now sitting a lap back.
I did just get confirmation from the Sangus Luna pit crew. Too many to count.
There we
That's
go.
those are Secretus words. I already know that, isn't it?
One of the other part of the pit crew, but
Okay.
yeah, essentially from Shaknu or from Sacratus.
Oh, I remember Secretus usually says feels bad, man. Dude 3D still sticking it out there. I think that's the Echo Flip. That's the Echo Flip. Yeah.
Is it?
Uh,
Oh, yeah,
Maybe
yeah.
not. Yeah, that
No.
is the Echo Flip. No, that's
Yeah.
the Echo Flip.
Yep, that's the flip.
That's the flip. Looks different from the from the overview camera. It doesn't look that cool, but we know how cool it really is. Now they're gonna approach the ladder box hangars, the section that I really don't like. Ship destroyed. Canadian
Oh, it's
Mav.
another one for Canadian.
It's been a while.
Oh, my fellow
Canadian Maverick.
Mav
Someone
was
get him
doing
some
so
maple
well.
syrup.
Might help hold those wings in place.
Smithy Joe Bob said they did not hire enough Etsy witches for the 24-hour. That's for sure.
No kidding.
See bitches.
I cannot wait for the next one for the 24-hour again. That was one of the most fun I've ever had racing.
Jack Rodin crashed again.
That was fun to commentate as
Respect.
well.
Very long
Jacketed
race.
at 6. Kelsar at 4 crashes. Liquid Prime still at 4 crashes. Who else? That's about File at 4 crashes. Tough races for some of these racers, folks.
It's the night that's doing the damage. It's also the rain. I think rain keeps coming in and coming and going. Some of the track parts are different sections have rain in them because we keep seeing that on the overhead cameras. Racers are flying with the canopies down, just enjoying the pollution of the Lorville city.
So I don't want to call this now, but there is a chance that if Fresh continues flying well, he could overtake Shaknu before the end of this race.
No way. The gap's not that big. What do you... Seriously?
He's not far behind him on the track. It's definitely well within reason in maybe 3 or 4
Wow.
laps if we have time for it.
Remember, Shaknu did have that crash, so
Yeah,
it makes
Shaq
sense.
also had a crash.
True,
Shaq-
but
yeah.
I don't know. That just seems so implausible to me, but you're right with that crash. You guys got it. See what happens.
Dude 3 and now also Dude 3D might jump Jacodin now, isn't it? Because Jacodin just had a crash, so Jacodin might have 1 position gain. And by the
very
way, we're
likely,
looking at these
yeah.
positions. These are these are positions, but there are points associated with these positions.
True.
So there's a grand result. There's a grand prize for gaining these positions. Every position matters because you don't know what kind of race you're going to have in New Babbage. You don't know.
Yeah, some of these pilots
Nope.
might show up in New Babbage, have a much better time, and get a great position.
So the
We've
points
talked
matter.
about we've given credit to a lot of these guys who have had consistent performances. You know, Canadian Maverick went many laps without a crash. Kelsar did the same, and then has had 3 crashes back to back. But I think it's worth pointing out, as far as my records say, Dude 3D has not crashed since lap 1.
Do you
That's
want
that's
to
a big feat.
do you want to punch the wooden table in front of you now, or like you're just gonna leave it at that?
I'm just gonna
I'll
leave it
knock
at
on
that.
mine.
Dude has done a great job. I think
He's
forget
approaching the
commentators
start
first. Dude
finish.
has done Dude has done a great job with consistency. Dude has done a great job maintaining fairly consistent times, but avoiding all those things. You know, that's how you're going to move up this pack. We also haven't had
Look at
up
this
until the
battle
last.
between.
Which one? Oh yeah, right there. Yeah.
Yeah,
Dude,
and this over.
There
So
we
if dude
go.
makes this overtake on file, I think
Done.
he could be ahead of him.
just boosted past him.
Back to.
Yep.
Oh, he's
Well,
just.
hang on. I got to see how this
Why
lap count lays out. But dude 3D
Oh,
might
File
jump a bunch of
crashed.
positions here.
Oh
There was something
no!
We
Nice.
just
File was
Oh,
closing
no.
in
person.
too.
And dude
No, no,
3D
no,
just jumped a number of positions up into 6th place.
Guys, there was something wrong with the File ship. Because dude was so fast. That was not just a boost. That File felt like dropping, losing altitude, and that's not where you usually crash. That was the one of those circular turbine thingies. It's not a tricky corner or anything.
No, it's a straightaway. You have to
It's
just fly straight
straightaway.
over that turbine, and obviously
Exactly.
File went right into the wall.
It looked like File was having some issue with his game or something. It has to be that. Every position matters. Yes.
Well, when there's an overtake like that of the dude 3D on file, like it can be scary. It can throw you down a little bit and throw you off your line.
Yeah, could rattle
But
you.
that was an incredible pace. It did not look like there was a proper overtake. It was just felt like
Peru
File
not
was going
moving?
extremely slow. Like look at the speed.
Oh,
It's
there
very
they go.
competitive right now between playing Fox and Dude 3D. That was not the case with File. I would love to chat with File and know what happened there.
All right, there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, top 3 have completed their 10 laps. Number 3, Shaknu, who did suffer the crash in the last lap. Lap completion time of 15 minutes. Huge setback for Shaknu.
Fresh about to cross the start finish again.
Wow.
Dude 3D is having a beautiful comeback. Very good to see. It was all advantage File, and now but it looks like all this time it was always advantage Dude 3D. Had
Yeah,
terrible start of the race today.
So the
I
gap
might be
between
off
Fresh
by-
and Shaknu is about 1 minute and 8 seconds.
Ooh, too close for comfort.
So if Shaknu slows down at all, or Fresh can speed up, he could make an overtake.
You know, Lens, you were talking about File. You know, File's just had those unfortunate crashes, and if my numbers are right, they have crashed once in each of their last 3 laps.
Oh, is it? Hey, Drunk. Maybe is it like once you crash, the tendency to crash more increases? That happens with me a lot.
Yeah, I think in a race like this, when you crash the first time,
Jack
you
would
start
have
getting
Crash,
more
crash,
nervous.
crash.
Jacko.
Oh,
Speaking of which,
no.
there's another one for Jackaden.
I think we have one. Do we have one for Liquid too? We might.
Liquid's still
Jack
going. I
didn't
can see his
have-
He's still
cam.
good. He's still good. Never mind.
Here he is.
Now
He's good. Hang in there, Liquid.
we are seeing the kind of qualifying race Jackaden had. He was having a really good time, but now it's just all tumbling down.
Jackaden has now had 7 crashes in this race, and I want to be clear, Jackaden is also 7 crashes in and only 7 laps in. Jackaden's had a rough day.
Very rough. It just started for him now. Boltok
I
is the
think a
man,
round of
yes.
applause for the amount of persistence Jackaden has had to get back into that cockpit, get in the Razor, and keep racing. Like, just well done, Jackaden. Keep it up. Don't give up.
Fastest Pit Crew Award, I think it has to go to the Expanse team.
They've been
So
rather
I'm
prompt,
talking-
yes.
Yeah, I'm talking about File. Spamming razor
Yeah, how many
ships is a
crashes has
strategy.
File had?
According to my record, File just hit number 5.
Yeah, so 5 crashes and still.
There goes
sitting in
File.
that
Count
8
one
laps.
more for File.
File.
Oh,
Let's tack on number
File.
6.
Should we start counting? Someone start a stopwatch. We'll see how quickly he gets back.
Right? We really could have done it when we watched that crash live into that turbine wall. That would have been a great time.
I think the game might be playing games with him. It has to be. Advantage Dude 3D. Simply put. What is the gap between Liquid and Dude? Okay, File is having landing gear issues. What does that mean, Fed? What are landing gear issues?
If they're not retractable, then those are going to be things he can't go over 30 meters a second.
Yeah,
It's going to
so
be a
like
real
he's just
slowdown.
so he's crashing his own ship to hopefully get a better ship. Is that what File is doing? Do you,
The landing gear might be staying down on him, and it might be. Although I don't think it changes the flight characteristics anymore.
Are we gonna see any battle between Tint and Liquid? What is their gap? And File and Dude, that needs to be seen. What is the gap between Liquid and Dude?
The gap between Liquid and Tint's pretty big. I don't know if Liquid's going to be able to make
Okay,
an overtake on Tint in the time that's remaining. And Liquid still has a full lap on Dude, so he should be able to hold
five
that
minutes.
position.
Yeah, yeah.
Speaking of remaining time, ladies and gentlemen, we are 20 minutes from our 2-hour mark here. So we are coming close to the end of this race. Please make sure for the next 20 minutes that you are cheering on your racers and their support crews in chat. All you got to do is drop their name, give them a tag. You'll find a lot of them have already been there today, but keep cheering them on. They've got 20 minutes to go until the end of the Stellar Endurance Championships GP number 1 final race.
20 minutes to go, and Fresh is 1 minute and 12 seconds ahead of Ball Talk. So those are the only two people who haven't crashed in the race so far now.
Right.
Everybody else had a crash.
Everybody else has had, yes, Shaknu is the only, no, I apologize. Shaknu and Rentier are both the only ones with one crash. Everybody else has had at least 2.
And Rentier is going back to 12th position. Canadian Mav had a terrible, terrible race today. Herbie had a terrible race today. Playing Fox had a terrible race today. Huru had such a promising start, but he's having good race now, but it's interesting. Despite so many crashes, Huru just overtook Jacodin right there when I was talking about it. And despite so many crashes by Liquid, File, and Quelsar, Huru hasn't been able to take advantage of that. It's a huge gap between Quelsar and Huru. Is Huru just flying slow? What are his lap times?
Not terrible. Last lap time was 9:16. Their fastest lap time is 9:14. So sitting in that 9.25 mark area. Not too
I
bad,
would
but
check.
certainly not going to be catching top 3.
I would check the longer lap times of his, because maybe he's had some really hard times getting back to track, or maybe he's had times when he's crashed twice in the same lap. 'Cause that's even more damaging to your lap count.
Well,
Could be
Huru doesn't
Huru.
even have a support crew, so that's the
No.
longer spawn for him as well. So that, I mean, imagine Huru had a team supporting. I would think he would be 6th by now, or maybe even because he was competitive with Tint, so he might actually be 4th if he had a support crew to support him. How
Yeah, it's
many
a couple
crashes
minutes
Huru
of
had?
time that
3?
you could use without support crew.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haru's had 3 crashes so far. Oh, that was like,
Boom.
whose viewpoint was that?
I was
Echo?
playing Fox, so we lost.
Hey!
Oh, that's unfortunate.
That's,
He was having a good battle with Dude 3D up to that point.
yeah, bad day made worse for playing Fox now.
That is playing. Oh, yeah. There's the official notice. Playing Fox crash. That is Playing Fox's 4th crash, but the first one that they've had in probably about 4 to 5 laps here. They've had a nice gap, and I was also going to point out that Haru has not had a crash since lap 3. Haru has only had 3 crashes, essentially 1 per lap, but had a very consistent race since lap 3. So not bad. For
Yeah,
Haru.
that's the
Haru.
support crew factor having a damage on Huru. Very capable racer, I would say. Very, very capable. And despite not having a support crew, still ahead of Jacodin, but Jacodin had multiple crashes. Very competitive. Amazing.
This is going to deserve some special mention. Ladies and gentlemen, Canadian Maverick, let's get some cheers in the chat. Canadian Maverick has completed lap number 6, which officially takes them out of 15th position. They will now guaranteed not finish last.
Let's go.
Hey, Mav, here he is.
Red Monster will be happy with that. Hey, thank
As
you.
we're getting
Thank you,
into the
Secure
last
Allies in the
16
chat.
minutes of this, I think this race has kind of played out the way we thought. That the track has been extremely difficult. We've seen that during the qualifying, and we're definitely seeing it today. It has challenged these racers. It has stressed these racers, and it's really been the epitome of endurance racing today. So to even complete this, I know Jelly had some decent issues to even start the race. I think a tip of the cap to all of our racers that have put on this show today.
Huru just crashed. Oh no!
Okay,
No!
I might take
No!
responsibility for that one.
Oh, why, Papa Checkernaut?
That one might have been me.
The commentator's curses are coming fast
been-
and hard now.
We've been very effective today. So-
No. You've
That's
been
a
very
little
effective
scary.
today. That's my only one. That's the only one I will claim. I was
Oh,
just talking
man.
about.
Is
We got Herbie coming up on Mav. You're about to lap.
yeah. There's a gap of 1 lap between them though. So Venku has just finished doing the org interview with Space Scooter. Oh, thanks for doing that. I'm quite happy that you did that, Venku. But I will be even more happier if Northfield has a representative team in the Anzia Cargo Olympics. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. Come on, I'm always pushing for that.
Looks like Herbie is just did a straightaway boost there, trying to catch Canadian Maverick. The gap hasn't changed much, but looks like they're trying to close it.
She bleeds jet fuel in the chat. The commentators are always effective. Well, thank you. We appreciate it.
Yeah, let's take that as a compliment, even though it's not.
I'll take it. And I just realized that's what the username is. She bleeds jet fuel. I just didn't read it properly previously. Oh, this is Zollner. Hey, Zollner.
Yeah, I was going to
Just
say
change
she
your
bleeds jet fuel is
handle.
actually Zollner. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't know that. Zollner has changed. Oh, another ship
Crash.
Rentier.
Rentier.
Second crash for Rentier.
Rentier, second crash. Been a while. It's been a while. They've had a good consistent run so far. So hopefully that's the last. I also want to explain something for those of you who have not watched this race. If you didn't watch any of the qualifiers or you're not familiar with the Super Tofu Dragon Run, I just want to let you know there are a lot of restricted areas on the track itself. So as you see these camera views and you see these notices that keep popping up saying you're entering a restricted zone, you're exiting, blah, blah, blah. That is normal. That's intentional. The only way that would impact the race is if a racer is
incredibly
slow. And if they were that slow, you wouldn't see them today. New crash, Kelsar.
Kelsar.
Had a gap for a little bit. That is his 5th. He has just hit that 5 crash mark, joining File, Jacadin, and that's it. So that's our 3 that have had 5 crashes: File, Jacadin, and Kelsar.
This would have helped File. I mean, File will still use it, but Huru would have had a great advantage. But Huru is going to have a very long. You see, Huru has just joined the party. Oh man.
That's a long respawn.
There's a long respawn because they have to respawn at Avers Harbor, I assume, and
Probably.
maybe the respawn even takes longer to do that, to throw you at the space station, as compared to if you just respawn in the Nursa or your Idris, whatever support cruise ship you're using. Man, we need to get support crew for Huru. Maybe just ask Sangus Luna. Sangus Luna should have a couple of pit crews for everyone. Like just support everyone. Like yeah.
Sanguis Luna for hire.
Yeah.
We'll see how if File's able to take advantage of that crash from Kelsar. Kelsar did just finish crossing the start finish, so that's good for him on the respawn time. And File is maybe a little over halfway, not quite 3/4 of the way to the track. So we'll see if he catches up and gets an overtake on Kelsar here.
Props to Computer Maverick, Canadian Maverick. Jeez, I was like Computer Maverick. No, Canadian Maverick, who has kept that gap with Herbie chasing. Sort of maintained that for the last little while, so not allowing that overtake to occur.
Yeah, they've been Nefty was saying in the chat that Herbie and Maverick have been neck and neck for a bit, and Tint was coming to lap them. So wonder what happened with that. Did Tint lap them already? Looks like he must have done that by now. Going to the multiple S's. File.
Our SSS chicane.
SSS. Triple S chicane. Okay. I'm glad there are 3 S's in there.
Yes, 3 S's. Yes. I can't count much past 3, but I can get to 3.
There are
Um,
more than 3. I think there are 4 of them. They just double back on each other again and again and again.
Sir, as long as it's more than 2, I don't care.
Yep, exactly. Same emotions. Yep.
Oh well, there's Tint and Herbie, but again, Herbie, still staying behind Canadian Maverick, so Canadian
Tint
keeping that.
just had a tumble.
Oh,
Oh, and that's another crash for Tint.
Oh, that's
Oh, no,
No,
he's back going.
No.
no, okay,
Good job. Good job.
that was a
Just,
Maybe
dramatic.
just a
uh,
desync.
Yeah.
Thought he
something like
crashed.
that. Nice. It's good. Very glad to see that.
Quick update
deserves
for
to
everybody in
get a-
chat. Just to let all of you know, we will be completing this race in the night. We're still about 20, 25 minutes away from our star rise here in the Stanton system. So we're going to be finishing this at night here. We get to have a gold finish, quite literally, as we crown our Dragon of Loreville.
We should have the white flag. I don't know where Fresh is on circuit right now, but we may be getting the white flag next time by.
He's crossing the
Is that the
clip
eco
right now.
flip right here?
Yeah.
Okay.
We are 10 minutes away from 2 hours here in the Stellar
Oh, man, he's
Endurance
so smooth
Championships.
through the flip.
I have seen Tint, Smithy in the chat, and your friend Papa Dragon Ace Nightmare, practicing on this track quite heavily, and
yes.
struggles to remember the track. I've seen all that, and I know that Ace will be coming in the cargo, the delivery GP, because this is the normal race, but there's also a delivery GP associated with this track where the racers need to deliver 4 different cargo boxes during this lap, which will be so much fun to watch. That'll be great to watch, and I'm very sure Ace will be flying a Hull A in that.
Yeah, it's going to be a beautiful race. I just want to let everybody know, if Fresh does not cross in the next 50 seconds, we are going to have a white flag when they hit the finish line.
Nice.
We were talking earlier about Haru and that time to respawn. I don't know if you have a timestamp from when his crash happened, but he's just getting back to track now. So it seems quite a bit longer
Yikes.
than it's been
It's
for
very
other
long.
teams.
Haru
That
would
is
have
a
finished in the
restart.
top 5 today.
What was that, Dash?
So that is a rough restart.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he needs. Haru needs a support team with that skill. Definitely needs one. Just somebody do that before Sangus Luna grabs him up.
I will say, though, in defense, I also need a support team, and I'm not even a racer. So I get it. I understand. If I had Sanguis Luna backing me up as a commentator, woohoo, I'd do such a good job.
Now that the
I do
Apollo is in
believe
the
Haru
game,
has an
Papa,
org.
check it out. You need a dedicated Apollo for your rescue operations now.
You're probably. I need all 6 med beds for all 6 body limbs. Yes. I die. Uh-oh.
Quelsar.
Gelsar again. No, my friend. I'm a huge Kelsar supporter. I hate to see these things burden him. I'm friends with Kelsar. I'm friends with Tint. I know some of these racers, and I just hate to see them getting plagued with these things.
Okay, I gotta do this. Fed, we did talk about Oleg already, so you are not gonna die. So shout out to Oleg Lime and Ferakol. They're both from Turbo Corporation, our Russian friends, big supporters of Fancy Racing. And we can't really put on a single race without Oleg's help, simply put, because Oleg is the masterful cameraman who is always there in every single race. Today he's joined by Fever, who's also the first time doing the camera for us. So, yeah,
Spasiba
Fed,
to all of
just
our Russian friends.
saved you there. Thank you.
Thank you in Russian. Spasiba.
Das vidanya. Is that correct, Fed?
If you're leaving, sure.
Oleg did race. He even placed a podium. I have no
Fresh
doubt
on
about
the
it.
start line at the last turn. Okay, so Fresh is coming up on that finish line.
So this will be the white flag coming up.
Yep. Ooh, that was a close trim. Wow. Echo, whose camera angle are we looking at right now?
That has to be fresh.
Oh, this is fresh. That is.
Yep.
Of course it
Here's
is.
the start finish line
Reshade.
for our white flag lap.
Should we just watch how he completes a lap on his last lap?
Yeah, let's
We
focus
could.
on
We
Max
can do that.
Verstappen.
I've got our leg on
but
him
I-
as well.
I would like anybody who's got eyes on the entire grid. Are there any close battles that we need to keep an eye on? Are there any overtakes we need to be looking at? We certainly love watching Fresh do their thing, but I want to make sure we're not giving anybody else the short end of the stick when it comes to their performance. There we
I don't
go.
think
Great
so.
shot.
I
Thank you,
think
Everer.
everyone's pretty
Destroyed.
split apart.
Ball
right now.
top crash.
Well,
Ball
ball
top
top
crash.
crash. Oh no!
No,
On white
Baltic!
flag.
Baltic, please.
That's probably a Shacknew overtake into second place.
Oh,
That is unfortunate.
Oh,
At the 11th hour. Because Boltock's going to end up
Exactly.
sitting at 12. I don't think he's going to have time to get back and complete
No.
another lap.
gosh.
gee,
What
I
a
trust in you,
change.
XGR team.
that is.
Now's your time. Get Shacknew. No, sorry, get.
I
Sorry,
didn't see if he was at the
back
first
out there.
first
Boltoc's
half.
looking
I
after you.
think he was past the. He's likely past the halfway mark. So we'll see if he can get in there. He has to get in. I think he has to get in across the before Fresh finishes, right? Before Fresh crosses the halfway mark.
Well, to be
Yes,
honest, the
he does.
XGR pit crew they had their hands empty today, like they didn't have anything to do. Now, not the 11th hour. I'll say this happened on the 42nd hour of the race, and now they have to get their game together and put Baltug back. Man, whoa, this is exciting. Right
We
at the
had
end.
6 minutes. Yeah, we had about
Got the
6
leader
minutes of
now
time left
on-
Boltock.
Got the leader on the screen now, and I think we're running out of adjectives. I'll just say just how good Fresh has been behind the controls of that Razor. He's been the dominant factor during the fortnight here in Hurston, and he's a few minutes from becoming the Dragon of Loreville.
Yeah, he's definitely pulled the Max Verstappen today. Not just today, even the qualifying race, he's done it. He is so dominant. That Razor is just absolute special. The skill is special. The Fresh strategy is just take a shower and then quickly finish the race so that he can get another shower. That's all he thinks about, staying fresh.
Keeping an eye on to see if I see Boltock. There's still some time because Fresh was not that far into his lap, and if assuming Boltock can do about a 3-minute, maybe 4-minute respawn, he should be able to get there.
You've got some wishful thinking in there, Dirk. I don't know how often or how possible what you just said is going to be. Man, what a dramatic end to this. So sad to see it happen on what is essentially going to be the last lap. But like Echo said, XGR, if they can get him out there quickly, it might help. Be a good thing.
I wonder what that crash happened for Boltock. What was it? Was it a mistake? Was it desync? What was it? Because man, such a perfect race and to crash like that has to be something.
Sometimes a white flag makes your nerves go up.
Could be.
And it's
Fresh
2
is-
hours on a joystick or keyboard. Like, that is a lot to ask of someone.
I see
Echo, that's a
Boltock's name.
great point.
I think he's gonna make it. Sorry,
Yeah?
but I think
No,
he's
no,
gonna
no,
make
that-
it there.
That's what we all want to know. We want to know where these
Yes.
racers are up. But does anybody know Boltock's configuration? Or I'm going to imagine it's not mouse and keyboard as much as I would love to see that.
He's
I
dual
assume we're
sticks, yeah.
talking sticks. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Joystick.
But he's
That's
got
a
okay.
lot.
Hang on. Shacknew is approaching the halfway mark. Boltock is flying in from above, approaching the halfway mark to try to
crash.
cross.
Rentier.
Plenty.
So between Shacknew and Boltock here, it is coming down to the wire. I think Boltock might have to overtake Shacknew in order to keep his second place position.
What a jeopardy.
I would love to
Yeah,
see a
Shacknew's
dramatic
about to
end
hit the
like
flip.
that.
Shacknew's hit the flip. He's ahead of Boltock right now.
Oh my gosh.
Shacknew. That's very cool to see.
Chat, let's go. We are coming up to the last couple of minutes here in the championship race. We are crowning our Dragon of Loreville. All of these racers have earned the title of the Godly 15, but we are coming to the end of this thing, and we are seeing a dramatic fight, a very neck-and-neck finish potentially for second place between
Oh, man.
Boltock and Shacknew, who have all
You want to make it
both,
even scarier? Fresh is approaching Boltock right now. Fresh could
wait.
overtake Boltock.
Oh,
If Fresh
Tins.
overtakes... Oh,
Chip
no,
to spread
Tint.
for Tint.
Oh,
Ship-
no.
Oh,
That
that
is
is.
an unfortunate time to have that.
That's Dude, oh, he's gonna
Truly
drop, isn't he?
disastrous.
He's gonna
That's he
drop
could.
now.
He very well could. I think we have to keep an eye on this fresh Bull Talk race because oh my god, like Fresh is faster than Bull Talk. We've seen it by a few seconds.
Yeah.
This
Every
is
lap.
Did Boltok just
coming down to
disappear?
the wire.
Yeah, let's stick
Oh
with
no,
Fresh.
there he
here.
is, there he is.
He's there. Oh, I thought he just disappeared. Ship destroyed
no.
for Canadian man.
Oh, Canadian.
Oh, hate to see that.
I also want to show this Playing Fox file battle. Playing Fox finally taking the lead there on fire.
Oh,
Very nice. Love to see that.
but that's like multiple like. Hold on. No, they are neck and neck. So Fal takes the one position above. Nice.
A good bounce back for File today.
Not as good as it could have been. He was having a very good race.
Yes, exactly, Lens. File has been all over this grid. File has really had some dramatic changes throughout this race.
If you have to pick a driver of the day, who would you pick?
Man.
Pilot of the day.
I mean, come on, you have to give it to Fresh.
No. You don't give the pilot of the day to the guy who wins the race. You have to pick somebody else. Like who just.
I mean,
my early choice was File. I'm gonna stay with File just because of how
it is a great pick. It is.
they
a great
went
pick.
from 12th to up to 4th. Had a chance to be in the podium. Had some crashes in the second half, but
Pulsar crashed again.
just
Well,
a
that's
great
cemented
points
it.
day for File.
This battle is so intense
yeah.
right now. Fresh and Bull Talk. If he
Oh
File
no!
crash,
And then
file
we just
crash,
jinxed
file
the driver of the
crash.
day.
Oh, so okay. With that crash, I'm gonna pick my pilot of the day. It has to be Dude 3D. Despite all those crashes, started in 8th but finishing in 6th. But we know how many crashes were there. Very consistent race by Dude. Not a huge margin gained, but man, Dude would have ended right at the bottom for me. So I'm gonna give it to Dude today.
I
if
was
Fresh
going to
pulls
actually.
this off, this is the same. Sorry, I'm just. This will be the same as it was during the qualifier when he overtook Playing Fox at the very end.
Yep. It's
Oh,
the
it's
same
so
thing.
close. These guys are so close.
He's right there. They've got to be what, 4 seconds apart?
However,
Maybe-
it is
maybe 5
not
here?
Playing Fox Fresh is chasing, it's Ball Talk Fresh is chasing. All during this race, how many people have come in the chat? I'm here to support Ball Talk. And well, now I gotta see, is Ball Talk gonna keep Fresh away? Let's see. Now is the time to prove the skill.
He's not that much like Fresh isn't that much faster. He is faster, but it's certainly Bull Talk can hold it off. There's a 2-kilometer gap. I think he can hold it if he can keep it up through the end here. Oh, that is the Shacknu. I think you know what? I think no matter what, I think Shacknu. Well, now it's a race between Shacknu and Bull Talk, but I think Shacknu might have just taken second place.
Looks that way
Yep.
on the leaderboard.
He's there.
Yep.
Sheknu is there. Yep.
Jeez.
Fresh
Just
is
watching how
pushing.
Fresh gets to
Ball
this
Talk is
wall.
pushing.
He can reach out and touch someone inside. Insane.
Here we come to the line to put the bow on a perfect day. Fresh takes the
100
win.
meters. There was 100 meters of distance there. But Bull Talk. Oh, have they ended? Have they called it for Bull Talk? Is that what the
Yes.
timers have
Yep.
done?
Officially
Yep.
finished their
Oh no.
Yeah. But that's how it is
think
supposed to be. This was the white flag lap, so it was going to happen.
Well,
I think
if
Fresh just got Bull Talk at the end.
well, if Bull Talk got ahead of him, wouldn't he have been able to complete another lap still?
Echo?
Bull Talk is still going around, so I would believe the race officials have told him to keep going. There will be just a visual error on the timer where the race timers are told they need to click the checkered flag button and Fresh's button, so the order of that might have not gotten completely accurate. So Bull Talk, you can see he's going around, he's allowed to do another lap.
However, Sheknu is also going to have 14 laps, so I think the leaderboard will stay the same, right?
I think the leaderboard is going to stay the same. I think that crash at
Yeah.
the very end has had Shacknu overtake Bull Talk.
Yeah,
Assuming
'cause-
Shacknu finishes this lap safely. He has to survive this lap still.
Yes, that's true. That's very true. However, Fresh overtaking Ball Talk, that wouldn't have made any difference, right? Because then it finishes one lap down, but finishes in third anyway.
Well, it would have given like 0 opportunity for Boltok to still get into second. So at this point, I mean, it's Boltok waiting on Shackney to crash. But if Fresh overtook him, then there wouldn't have even been that opportunity.
Yeah, so the only benefit Boltok will get is if Shackney crashes on this track. Yeah, okay, very cool. Yeah, so it's more pressure on Shackney really for this one. And Jacqueline just finished.
See, this is where for Dash and for Dunk, you guys have to explain, how did the 8th place person just finish if we haven't finished 4 through 7? How do we know that?
So it depends on where they are on the track when the checkered flag comes out. Once the leader has taken the checkered flag, the race is over. So whenever you hit the line, that is your position. And that's why we'll see the racers come across in slightly irregular times based on who's the lap down and who's on the leader's lap.
Okay.
It's the back markers effect.
Well, for everybody in chat, you have watched one of the most dramatic finishes in Star Citizen racing. We saw a huge shift due to crashing in positions 2 and 3, assuming Shackney was able to complete this without a crash. Shackney, Tint.
Tint just finished. Tint finished 4th. Awesome.
So Shackney, it looks like if they don't crash, they're going to lock in that 2nd place position. Shackney was in 3rd for the entire race. One of those, what I called the Fettuccine 4. Then it narrowed down to 3, and then Boltok and Shackney both get a crash. Fresh, consistent, crash-free in 2 straight races. This has been amazing. I love this. Keep that cheer going on in chat, everybody.
Liquid Prime comes across to finish 5th.
Yep.
A great race for Liquid. Little bit disadvantage, I think, but Tint definitely got the advantage there. Great race for Dude. Not so good for File. Absolutely, definitely not good for Jacodin today. But Quelsar, I think, will be happy with it. He could have finished 6th today, but because of so many crashes in the late race, Quelsar is gonna end 9th. Playing Fox had a terrible race today, but eventually ended up overtaking Huru to secure the 10th position, so finishing in top 10. That will have to settle with that, I suppose. Huru just needs a support crew, guys. He would have finished 4th or 5th today otherwise. Even higher than Tint, I don't know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right?
A little, and a shout out, looking at these final lap times people have been completing. Liquid managed an 8:52 lap at the end there, which is competing with the top 3, but his crashes unfortunately kept him out of it.
But it's like putting down those lap times consistently over 2 hours. That's where what separates people like Fresh and Shackney and Boltok like from the rest of the field. These are, after all, the godly 15, but the top 5, I would say, are slightly more golden.
Well, the only thing that matters if you're a racer is winning, as a great poet once said. And all you've got to do is get those top 3, and you've got yourself a brand new razor.
Yeah, you know, my
what a
racer of
wise
the day might
point.
actually be Tint.
Yeah, actually, that's actually a
He's
very
full.
good pick. You're
He
right.
moved up
He's
quite a bit.
he started in 6th, ended up in 4th, and
He had a lot of crashes he had to fight through. He had a lot of grid to fight through.
How many crashes for Tint?
4 crashes for Tint, fairly well spaced out. Had a good consistent run for about 4 straight laps, and crashed on the 2nd to last.
And
how many
about
crashes
Dude
for
3D?
Liquid? Oh, and Dude 3D.
We also had 4, but 4 Liquids were pretty close together. It was like, I'm gonna guess it was something like around like lap 4, lap 5, lap 7, lap 8. They had a little bit of a gap, but hasn't had one in a while.
Shackney coming around now to secure that 2nd place.
So how many crashes for Dude 3D?
Dude only had the 2. That was the original comment. Was Dude only had 2, and both of them were in lap 1. So Dude has had a very impressive end of this race to move up. Maybe
2 places. 2
a
places.
couple of places. Yeah.
Started in 8th and ran a consistent race. So very conservative flying today. I reckon I will have a look at the lap times for Dude 3D to judge it. But yeah, I think I will go with Dude 3D as my driver of the day.
Jacodin dropping a comment in chat. Jacodin says 2 hours of racing with 19 FPS is by far the most stressful thing I've ever done. Well done, Jacodin.
Oof.
Wow.
Big
The
round of
most
Consistent,
applause
man.
to you.
resilient reward for Jacobin.
Living up to the name of the competition, like the motto of the competition is "Don't stop until you're proud," and you absolutely did not stop until you completed this race. Should be very proud of yourself.
But Jackson and we still can't give you the award of the lowest FPS because Canadian Maverick has you beat. He had 9 FPS throughout Laurelville. So, and as we all know, the whole track is Laurelville, so it's just terrible.
Ladies
Our
and
biggest
gentlemen, we're currently
position drops were
watching.
from Plain Fox and Jellyhead, right? I think.
Probably. Well, certainly Jellyhead. The most unfortunate decision, but we understand. We are currently watching Bull Talk finish up their lap. They're coming to the end here to lock in that third position. Already declared that, but they need to finish the lap. Kelsar in chat, Tint in chat. Ladies and gentlemen, some of our racers are appearing in chat right now. You get to talk to the legends that have completed this first championship series here for the Stellar Endurance. Kelsar in chat, Tint in chat, Jacodin, Playing Fox. We saw Canadian Maverick. You've got some of your racers there. You get to talk to them.
Rain said unfortunately they couldn't move the Polaris today, which caused a lot of frame drops. Well, glad that you guys tried. You did your best. Polaris is not an easy ship to move. Huru jumped up on Quelsar. Wow. Top 10 finish.
10.
Awesome. Did that overtake just happen? Or what happened there? Did Quelsar just have a crash earlier?
Not that we've seen.
Yeah, so what happened there? And looks like Quelsar is still haven't finished. It's not like it's an overtake in the late stage.
Or certainly not a close one.
No. What a
Kelsar,
amazing
what's going on, sir?
performance by
You're in
Huru.
chat.
Yeah. Quelsar had quite a lot of ups and downs. Quelsar was 6th at one time. Oh, Quelsar crashed before checkered flag, so not able to rejoin. There you go. That's what happened. Does that mean... What does it mean for Quelsar? Is he going to finish 12th now?
Does that also mean the same thing for File?
Dude just finished 6th.
Kelsar and File both
Look
crashed.
at that. Was that just Quelsar flying?
Was he trying to take someone out?
Herbie.
Who are we looking at? Herbie? There we go. Thank you, Jacobin. Finish for, there it is. Officially, Bull Talk has taken second. What?
Wait, that doesn't make sense.
Nope.
Shackman
Shack-
should
just-
still
No,
have finished
both
ahead
up.
of him.
No, because Bulltalk was ahead of Fresh, Bulltalk's been around the whole track. So he has been able to cross the checkered flag with that lap. Because he got ahead of Fresh. Before Fresh crossed with checkered flag. So yeah.
So you got
We've been
one lap
following Bulltalk
ahead.
around the whole time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just as
So
Fresh crossed the line, Bulltalk was ahead, so we let Bulltalk go around. And that
Okay,
lap
so that did
went
matter.
through.
That 100 meters
So
that we were
yeah.
talking
It did
about
matter.
was
Okay.
It
determining
mattered.
second or third place.
It
We are
was
confused now.
second or third right then and there, and Fresh almost ended Bulltalk. No, right there, almost by like hundreds of meters.
Doesn't
Shackman
matter
still
whether
has-
you win by an inch or a mile. Winning's winning.
Yeah, great job, Bulltalk.
The racers there. The post-race debrief.
How many times did you crash today? Enough, many times.
Yeah, I mean,
Oops.
talking about
Somebody has to go to bed early.
you're talking about Fresh, who has had no crashes in 2 straight races. Fresh, who had the fastest lap time. Fresh, who was able to finish in first place both times. Absolute, just mind-blowing performance from Fresh 001.
Well-deserved name. Well-deserved title.
He's been training
Dragon
a
of
long time. He's
Lorville.
been working hard at it. He's yeah, an incredible pilot.
Unbelievable.
With that, we have our first Dragon of Lorville, which will be very hard to dethrone in coming years. This dragon loves his gold. He's
He
gonna
also
protect it.
should we go through all of the fresh accolades? I can give you a list.
So
I don't know if we have that
many.
much time. This was a 2-hour race.
That's like true. There might be a 2-hour talk as
If
well.
there has
But
been,
that
yeah.
is our results. I'm just going to show everyone the final results for this race, so we'll see it just in that count officially on screen. Let's see how everyone has done.
Wow, very close.
Concierge. The Concierge C8RP.
Here are the
There we
results
go.
of Crux Cup Stellar Endurance Championship Grand Prix number 1. All of their laps, well earned and deserved. Good job, everyone.
Yeah, great job to file, getting into the top 8.
Tough run for Playing
Fox.
Fox. Peru was up there, but had some crashes. Quellstar, Canadian Maverick, we heard, had some huge frame rate issues, so that hampered his race. But Rentier,
The next thing I want
didn't
to
have
show
crash
you,
at the beginning. Go ahead.
I'd like
I
to
have
point out
the
that.
result points as well.
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
just
the
to
points
point
totals.
out that that crash for Quellsar really hurt his race. He ended up 12th in the end.
Oh,
He was
came in
ahead of
top
Flying
8.
Fox.
Yeah.
That's just brutal. Yeah, because he couldn't finish the lap 10. Otherwise, he was ahead of everybody who was on lap 10, I think.
Alright, and here are the result points for Grand Prix number 1. There you go.
There you
So,
go.
in that order you saw, here are all the points they've earned at Godly 15. Well done at conquering the Super Dragon Tofu Run, and a big congratulations to Fresh for becoming our very first Dragon of Lorville. Well
Congrats,
done.
Fresh.
Thank you everyone for coming. We'll have a look at the positional changes. Anything else you guys want to add? Here is the final chart.
Look at my pilot of the day, Dude 3D. Look at his red line. That's
All over
impressive.
the place.
Look at Tint's pink line. That's pretty good.
Yeah,
Did
I like
great.
Dude's
Dude
better.
did great. File all over the place. File was bouncing around a lot. Kelsar moving a lot. Lots and lots of changes in position.
Jacqueline ends up ahead of his grid position by the end of it, so that's pretty well done, even with the crashes that he had.
That's because of Quellsar crashing at just the last lap. So everybody behind Quellsar, it just moved up. That's what happened there. That was a very
I love
unfortunate
that. I love this
crash for
chart.
Quellsar.
It's so interesting to look at.
That's where the
think-
spaghetti
You're
was
very
the most
welcome.
tasty. And then it
You can
just
see that those
moved
first lap
down.
crashes at the beginning there, the absolute spaghetti.
Guys, I want to call this race chat the heart monitor of Jacqueline. I literally said that in the chat.
Pretty sure this
It
is
happens.
the blood pressure monitor for the Hurston family.
Very
We are going to
stable
go
for
back
the
to
top
us
3
casters.
though.
We are real. We're not just voices in your head. We are actually here. And we'll do some shoutouts together of everyone.
Shout outs, ladies and gentlemen. I want to call out the fact that we had 4 racers who never changed, well, who ended up in the same position they started in. Fresh started in 1 and ended at 1. Boltok started in 2 and ended at 2. Shaknu started at 3 and ended at 3. And Haru started at 10 and ended at 10. Everybody else moving all over the place, lots of changes, way too many crashes. Really unfortunate to see some folks who got hurt by those. But on behalf of all of our commentators, thank you so much for tuning in. Lens, if somebody wants to learn more about you and your content, where would they go?
Well, I would like you to go to my YouTube, which is simply Lens Nation. If you look it up, I make Star Citizen Machinima. Just posted one about the Argo Raft documentary, which is a spoof documentary. I like doing Star Citizen art. Shameless plug to my Mustang artwork.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, this is one of the most beautiful, I think, and I'm glad the way it turned out. And I will come back to streaming. I'm traveling right now, can't be there, and we do a lot of fun together. So that's me.
Dash, fill in the world. How do they find the Dashmaster?
All right, so you can get me here at twitch.tv/Dashmaster. I'm actually in the process of preparing to move, so streaming's not going on right now, but we'll be back sooner than later. Also, you can catch me on Mondays for the Extra Mile on IE Sports Radio, where we talk all things motorsports. We'll not have a show this Monday, though. I'm going out for a event with our media group around here, but we'll be back next week, from our week after next, for more shows.
Dirk, where does the world find you, sir?
Yeah, I'm Dirk, captain of Single Cylinder Racing Team. Very proud of the boys today. You can catch all of my content. Well, the only content I really do is the SCR podcast with Jackaden on Jackaden's YouTube channel. On a bit of a break right now, but we'll get back to it soon. You can usually catch us on Sundays, every second Sunday. So check that out.
Good to know. For me, you can find me on YouTube or Twitch at Papa Juggernaut. You'll also find me there on all the social networks. I'm on Blue Sky. I'm on Threads. I've got a great Discord with a fun community of Star Citizens and Pirates and Sea of Thieves and content creators. It's a lot of fun there. So you can find me anywhere you'd like. And then saving our best for last, Echo Bit. How does the world learn more about you and Anzia Racing?
Hello everyone. You can find me at youtube.com/@ecobit or on Twitch, twitch.tv/ecobit. I have been live streaming some of the new content, ASD recently. I'm really looking forward to Wing 3. It's coming together. And also, we got the Apollo. The Apollo is going to be really interesting for me. When we come to the 24-hour, there'll be a choice to make between capital ships, or do you go small ships and then sort of tank them together with an Apollo? I think I'm really keen to see what all the race teams come up with and their ideas for it, but I'm loving that ship. So that's where you can find me. Yeah. Should we shout everyone else out as well?
I just want to thank all of our support teams that have made this event possible. Thank you to our race officiants. Thank you to our timers. Thank you to everybody who is maintaining security on the track and keeping things as clean as it possibly can be. We appreciate all of you. Don't forget, we've got some amazing footage along with some virtual photography that's coming out. For anybody who would like to learn more about racing, all you've got to do is go to anziaracing.com. Not only can you learn about Anzia's events, you can connect yourself with a mentor of sorts. You're going to meet some great people there. There is an active Discord. Social medias are fantastic. Lens is doing weird paper. What? So who said you?
I was
can't even-
asked to show my voodoo doll collection. That is Papa Juggernaut getting needle.
Sit down, sir. You can learn all those things about Anzia Racing by go to Anzia. You can also pick up their merch at anziaracing.com/merch. And we are about to raid out to some worthy person who is also a content creator in the Star Citizen universe. But from all of us here at Anzia Racing who put on the Stellar Endurance Championships of Crux Cup 2955, thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching the VOD, and we will see you next time. By the way, is it race day yet?
Bye-bye,
It is.
everyone. Anzia Racing would like to thank the following: